I'm just letting you guys know. We're not messing around today. It actually feels really good to live stream. And there hasn't been a huge gap since the last live stream. Like, we were just here 48 hours ago. We never mess around. That's true. That is true. Touche on that one. There's the YouTube chat coming in too. Welcome. People over on YouTube. How's everybody doing tonight? Got the beer this time? Guys, I genuinely just don't know. Somebody that says, got the beer this time? Like, is that rage bait? Is that like, you actually don't know? Are you just trying to be fun? Like, my rage bait has been read. Okay, all right. At least that one. Okay, all right. I'm just making sure. I'm just making sure we're dialed in. Numpty is also dialed in tonight with the 5 tier 1 gifted subs. Let's go. Beer is the chaser. No, I do actually have a chaser. I decided to switch things up when I was at the store today. I haven't gone with this for quite a while. We got the cherry Coke Zero today. I gotta drink something with this, otherwise I'll just chug this. So like I literally need something to sip on. So that's why we got. That's why we got both today. Cherry, yes, it is cherry. Not quite as good as vanilla. It's actually not even as good as the original Coke Zero, but I had to mix things up. Zero sugar is diabolical. Yeah, dude, dude, zero sugar is insane. You're right. Crazy concept. It's absolutely hilarious. I agree. All right, Warframe Uncle with Twitch Prime sub. Afro. Wild JMD. Stitch with the subs and resubs. BV McDaniel with the 20-month resub. Soccer Guy with the... Oh, wow. Soccer Guy with the 36-month resub. Wow. 3 years, man. Thank you for your service here as a ZTT mod, man. We appreciate your 3-year service anniversary. Me Bam with Twitch Prime sub. Trail Tech also with the 6-month. Wow, now that one's crazy. Trail Tech's only been here for 6 months. I feel like Trail Tech's been here for a lot longer. Thank you very much for your service as well, Trail Tech. Hicks with the 8-month. Dropped with the 7-month. Sleepy with the 4-month. Says that cherry float Coke. What? Cherry, what? West Virginia with the $5 super chat says, do you know if the ROG Ryzen 3 360 ARGB is good? Should I get it for $169? Are you talking about that? Is nobody going to comment on how smooth this animation is going today? I was expecting like that was going to be the whole evening. Look, I got it. I figured it out. Is that what you're talking about? When you, I don't know if you like mistyped it or there's something else, another ROG product that I don't know about. If that's what you're talking about, then I do actually really like this AIO. The only problem is there is a ton of competition for like screen AIOs. I honestly don't know. I haven't compared enough to know which ones I like better. I will say that I like this one better than like the NZXT ones. Those were some of the OG customizable screen ones. I have not tried like the Trikes ones and whatnot, but I do like this one. I hope that's what you're talking about, but I'm not sure. But yeah, I fixed it. It's called a good old-fashioned reboot. Fixed it right up. No problems at all. Thermalright Tropheo? That sounds like fake news. Let's look that up. Thermalright that has to be fake news. I'm not gonna get banned for looking at this, am I? Oh, never mind. Dude, we had this conversation before. Yeah. No, I haven't tried that one. This one looks sick as well. Wait, where'd it go? I lost it. The Tropheo Vision. Yeah, this. Oh no. Where's my camera? All right, well, I'm still looking at it. You guys just can't see me. But yeah, that does look pretty good as well. I don't know what happened to my camera, man. What's going on here? Dude, I paid so much money for this thing. It's in my rig right now. Nice. Trail Tech, what do you got in your PC over there, man? Trail Tech is one of our newer moderators for both. Oh, now it's on. I would love to know what specs Trail Tech is rocking. I don't think I know that. I might have seen the PC at some point. Oh, that should. There we go. All right. We got it under control. We're good. Your content is carrying me today because I got COVID. Sorry to hear that, man. Trail Tech is a G, just saying. I agree. Tell us, Trail Tech. Yeah, I mean, we're on the edge of our seat here, Trail Tech. Por favor, if we could get some system specs. It's probably typing away over there. You should try the Zalman Cube case in a build. Crazy underrated. We'll look at that one too, man. I'm in a looking up mood. What do we got here? Zalman Cube. Dude, I don't see a Zalman Cube. What are you talking about? Oh, the ZQB? I think you just spelled it wrong. That don't look bad. Is that what you're talking about? That looks tight, though. Oh, no. No, I can't do those. I kind of swore off these types of cases where they're for, like, the thinner motherboards, and there's not enough room for... Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the... Yeah, oh my god, no. No, I don't like these. I don't like these super tight cases where there's no room for that 24 pin to come out. I don't like those anymore. Not a fan of that one. Did I miss Trail Tech's? I probably missed Trail Tech's huge paragraph that he sent us. All right, there it is. Trail Tech. He's got 9800 X3D. So not the best gaming CPU. One less than the best. Okay. A PNY 5080. Wow. That's ironically also not the best. Second best. Back and forth with the Sapphire Nitro 9070 XT. Oh, wow. Well, now I want to hear more. Why are you going back and forth between a 5080 and a 9070 XT? Talk about rage bait. I honestly did not see that whole thing. I was not planning both of those to be second best. Yeah, why do you go back and forth, though? Is the RX 580 still good for gaming? No. What am I hearing? Oh, I'm hearing this ice cube shatter. It kept sounding like an electronic pop. Like a capacitor's popping or something. It's just the ice cube, man. Chill. All right. Evan with Twitch Prime sub. Lord Lingo with the 15-month. Ahi with the Twitch Prime sub. Mortal Stin with the 510 biddies. My goodness. Just had to get above 500. I appreciate that. Frigid Foxy also with the 300 biddies says, is the Ryzen 7 9700X and a 4070 Ti a good combo? Yeah, I mean, that's a great combo. If you're currently looking at a really good deal on a 4070 Ti, yeah, I would definitely buy that. If you are like starting from scratch, then I would, you know, recommend you go to a current gen, especially if you're spending that kind of money. I would rather you get on 50 series, but if you already have the 4070 Ti, or you have a really good deal lined up for one, then yeah, absolutely. That's still really good. Bongo with the Twitch Prime sub. Prop, also with Twitch Prime sub. Apollo with the $5 super chat says, can you please do an RTX 6000 Pro build? All right. Here is my official response to that. I don't know why, but I see that very often, at least once a day right now, about the RTX 6000 Pro builds. Here's my question. I don't know how many people in the chat right now would also like to see a RTX 6000 Pro build. But the question is, why exactly do you want to see me build an RTX 6000 Pro PC? Just like why? Like what do you want to see out of it? That's my question. I really don't even fully comprehend why you're interested in it, much less me doing it. If somebody can give me a really good answer, I'll do it. Because it makes you look tough. Okay, I'll do it. That's a good argument. All right. I'll put it on the list, man. Thank you. Good call. Keeps you big as hell. Yeah. Yeah, these are great ideas, man. I like it. Big number. Also solid. Okay. Yeah, we got some extremely valid answers here. I like that a lot, man. Have you ever smelled a 5090? Yeah. Which Stream Deck are you using? Not a new one, actually. It's the big Stream Deck, but not the new one. At one point in time, this was the best. This had the most amount of keys, but I never got the any of them with the dials and whatnot. I never really needed anything more than all the buttons. So I think it's a couple generations old at this point. But what brand? I guess that's valid. Elgato. That's valid. That's a valid question. That's okay. Sean with the 6-month resub. Thank you. Kaifa with the 3-month. Appreciate that. What are we doing? Tonight we are building an actual, like, dude, I'm not even BSing about this. This is an actual $500 gaming PC. I just bought the parts on Saturday or Sunday. We're talking about an up to the minute $500. Actually, I will be honest. Full transparency. Sean, 1992. With the 5 tier 1 gifted subs. Thank you very much, man. Appreciate it. Full transparency. It was $509. Okay. I will include that in the video, don't worry. But I legitimately paid $509 for this build. The craziest part, we're not going to go over all the parts just yet. We're only 21 minutes into the stream. We got a long way to go. The very best deal out of this whole thing, in my opinion, well, there's actually 2 really good deals. The very best deal, though, that I got, I know, just don't worry about that part for right now. Look at this. What? Don't worry about the brand, Shauner. Just look. Used. So, like, don't get me wrong. I didn't give Crucial any money. I wouldn't do that right now. I bought this from somebody on Jawa. This is DDR4, 4,000 megahertz. Even before the RAM shortage. Dude, I legitimately don't know if I've ever used 4,000 megahertz DDR4. And I actually got a really good deal on this. This is just straight up on Java. I think I bought it like as soon as it was posted. That might be the very best deal. If there's another deal that it competes with, it is definitely this guy, which I'm not going to tell you what it is just yet. But I also got this off of Java. We got some actually good deals over here. I'm excited. I'm actually really excited for this build. There is a chance it doesn't work. We got a lot of used components. Hopefully it's okay. Crazy with Twitch Prime sub. Manny with the 16-month resub. Appreciate that. 3060 Ti? No, dude, I wish. It's a $500 build in 2026. We did not get a 3060 Ti. Come on, man. It's actually not that far away, though. It's not a terrible guess. $500 build. $509 build, sorry. Yeah, I'm actually really excited about this one. The True Bot with the $7 YouTube Super Chat says, Sup, broski? Just upgraded from a 7900 XT to a 5080. Wow. And I'm using a 7800 X3D. Should I upgrade the CPU or am I good for now? I play at 1440p. You're good, man. I would not upgrade a 7800 X3D. Well, hold on. Let me walk that back a little bit. You 100% do not need to upgrade your 7800 X3D. Especially right now. Like, even if you were to buy a brand new 7800 X3D right this second, it's actually really good value because it's so much lower in price compared to a 98 or 9850 X3D. However, the only reason why I'm a little hesitant in just saying don't upgrade is because you do seem like the type of person that has a lot of money. And you don't mind like going from a really good computer to an even better computer. So if you want to, go for it. Personally, I wouldn't. But if for whatever reason you want to spend a lot of money so you can have the best of the best with like a 9850 X3D, go for it. But you definitely do not have to. The 7800 X3D is really good and works perfectly fine with a 5080. RTX 4060 or a 9060 XT, the 9060 XT, man. For sure. How are you? I'm doing good, man. I'm feeling solid, man. We made some good progress on some Houston relocation stuff today. Speaking of which, I will not be live. Announcement. I will not be live next week. So like I was saying during the Tuesday stream, that is of course going to affect our giveaway raffle. It is definitely not going to be March 5th. Sorry. I also have not been streaming this past month nearly as much as I normally do. So we are going to extend that a little bit. That way you guys can earn a little bit more points. And I definitely can't even stream on that day anyway. It might be March 12th. We might actually stretch it to the 19th though, just because nobody has points. This is the fewest giveaway entries that we've had at this point in a really long time, just because I haven't been streaming nearly as much. So we'll see. I'll keep you guys updated on when that actually is, but you guys are still all earning points towards this giveaway. Type in !! giveaway. Make sure you're watching on Twitch. For those of you that are watching Twitch ads tonight, we appreciate your service. All of the money from the Twitch ads is what goes into these giveaway PCs. That's how we can afford them. It is a worldwide giveaway per usual, but I will only pay to ship it to the United States. So if you're international, it's up to you whether you want to pay for the shipping or not. But I'll pay to ship it to a relay company, but not farther than that. You got to pay the rest of the way. Sorry. Grub with the Twitch Prime sub. Ralph with the tier 1. Sean with the $6. Sean, wow, dude, Sean's going crazy tonight. With the $6.90 dono. How do I convince the wife that my 7700X and 7900 GRE needs an upgrade? Another note, I got a 3060 8 gig I can donate if you wanted to do a super cheap build for someone. That's very nice of you. Thank you. Is the stream cutting out a little bit? Or is that just me? I feel like even on my computer, I'm seeing a little bit of choppiness. Are you guys seeing that? Or am I just... Maybe I'm just glitching out. No? Just you? Okay. Well, then I don't care. Not at all? All right. Thank you. How do you convince the wife to upgrade? That you need an upgrade? It's a good question, man. I think my number one advice would be, I mean, realistically, you just got to buy her something first, man. You got to go all out. You know, you do whatever it takes to make her as happy as possible, and then just kind of sneak it in. You know, like there, unless if she is a fellow super nerd that can handle like complex PC hardware conversations, there's nothing that you're going to be able to say that's going to be a valid reason that she'll understand. Instead, just go all out, man. Whether it's spending money, acts of service, you know. If you don't know what her love language is yet, I would highly recommend reading that book. Get dialed in on that. And then just like do your thing. I think that's the best value I can provide here, man. Let her go to the mall. Maybe. You know, if you guys aren't up to speed on this whole love language thing, maybe going to the mall is not what's going to make her happy. You know, love languages are fake. That sounds like somebody that's not married. Just a guess. I could be wrong. Just a guess, though, man. Oh, speaking of which, actually not speaking of which at all. Do you guys want to see how the Tuesday's live stream build turned out? Remember with the green NVIDIA GPU sag bracket? I couldn't get the RGBs configured because, you know, we don't install Windows. I actually just saw it like right before the stream started. I didn't see that they were filming it today or yesterday. I don't even know when they filmed it. Check this thing out, man. This is what we built on the Tuesday live stream. Oh! Dang. I'm not gonna lie, man. That's kind of doing it for me. I like that a lot. That's the new Okonos Aqua Infinity 6. Right? That was pretty good, man. It's the one thing that I really hate about live streaming is I can't show you guys. Like, we spend 3, sometimes 5 hours on building a PC, but if it's ARGB, I can't show you guys what the final product looks like until we install Windows, figure out how to configure the RGB. Like, all that just takes so long. Even if I had like an SSD ready to go with RGB software, like RGB is always finicky. Like it would add an hour on average probably to the live streams. I wish there was a better way for me to be able to show what the PC looks like after we spent all those hours building it, but always, dude, yeah, it's just not easy, man. That's why on live stream builds I typically resort to ARGB cases or fans that have the button on the case, just so we can see what it looks like. I typically don't use RGB RAM anymore because I can't configure that on the stream. It sucks. I wish, like, I feel like we would have such a complete stream, especially after like a Tuesday night like we have. WAD 100 with the raid. Appreciate that, WAD 100. Welcome, Raiders. We are currently... Oh, dude, I just closed it. Oh, man, they missed it. I'm sorry. We were just talking about the PC that we built on Tuesday. I guess I could... Dude, I can pull it up for the Raiders. I got you. Hold on. Wait, where was that? Okay, here. Here. Yeah, dude, I got you. We were just talking about this thing. This is what we built on Tuesday's live stream right here, man. Woo! What was wrong with the RGB fans? We fixed the issue that we had on stream. It was user error. I just forgot to, I either forgot to plug in part of the daisy chain or it came loose while I was building. But yeah, it wasn't a big deal. We figured it out. RGB on your PC looks smoother. What changed? It's called a reboot. A reboot fixed that thing right up, man. We got it. I will say though, because I mean, you guys know this. We go back and forth like on live streams of this being a super smooth animation like it is now. And sometimes it'll be like choppy. It's only ever a reboot that fixes it. Which tells me there is something actually going wrong with the Lee and Lee software. These are the first Lee and Lee fans that I've ever daily drove for a long period of time. And there is something going on with it because over time it just starts to lag out. So I don't know what the issue is, but I just rebooted my PC right before the stream started and I didn't touch it. I didn't do anything else other than that, and now it's back to normal. I like the choppy look. Come on, man. Take a drink. That is just absolutely perfect advice to something like that, man. Veenie Vampy, I meant to call you out too, man. For something good. Now you kind of got me a little heated. It's not rage bait, I swear. No, I saw at the very beginning of the stream, Veenie Vampy. I saw you were super fired up for Thirsty Thursday. Like extremely fired up. You were dropping F-bombs, saying that you're effing ready to go. But you got auto-modded. And then you switched it. You toned it down a little bit. You still said a curse word in there. I can't remember exactly what you said. But I appreciated that you still tried. You're still trying to... You just had to dial the hype down just a little bit. And you're good to go, man. Dude, I saw that, man. I saw it. I'm just letting you know. You just gotta navigate around the auto mod stuff. It's all good. I'm thirsty? Dude, I am too, man. 30-50 or 50-50? I would definitely go 50-50. Is that what? I mean, well, like used 30-50 versus new 50-50? That's a debate. If you can get a really, really good deal on a 30-50, maybe. I mean, it's not like there's a huge difference. Johnny Walker, Black Label, good stuff. Man of taste. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. I also got some Cherry Coke Zero to mix it up a little bit. Is the whiskey sponsored? No, it's just on display, man. I don't do hidden sponsorships. Although that would be a fun sponsorship. What's in the Yeti? Oh, you guys aren't supposed to see that. That's coffee. Can't believe that's been on the camera this whole time. That was not planned. No, this is my daily driver coffee mug, man. I drink an insane amount of coffee every day. That's not... Yeah, it's technical... Well, Scotch is a whiskey. I mean, it says Scotch whiskey. So I would go easy on correcting me on that one. Trail Tech. Scotch is whiskey. But yes, if you want to use one word to describe it, Scotch would be a better word. Chris, giving out tier 1 sub. Thank you, man. Trail Tech also gave out a sub to Fire Tech. Appreciate that. Basil with a 3-month says, hey, Zach, will you ever do a MicroCenter only tutorial? Absolutely, man. Guys, I'm moving to Houston soon. Houston has a MicroCenter. I was just at that MicroCenter like 6 days ago. Dude, I was tearing it up in there. Yeah, as soon as we actually move down to Houston, that's going to be my stomping grounds. I'm going to come into the office. Like, dude, I already got this planned out. I'm going to come into the office. I'm going to have all the cameras rolling. And I'm going to grab, like, 2 people that are in the ZTT staff, and I'm gonna be like, here's $1,000. You have 4 hours to complete a gaming PC build. And they're just gonna like go as fast as possible to MicroCenter, come back, build the PC. Like, dude, we are gonna tear up that MicroCenter. Oh my God. I can't wait, man. Yeah, I will definitely have a better grasp of what is available at MicroCenter now that I know that it's going to be so close to us. I'm so excited for that. I don't keep track of MicroCenter deals at all right now because the closest one to me now is over 2 hours away. More open box deals? Exactly. Yeah, we're going to take advantage. The only downside is that for any of you that go to the MicroCenter in Houston, dude, I'm just letting you know, man, there might be a few less deals to choose from. It's not only me, it's a bunch of other PC building degenerates and flippers that are moving down to Houston with me, and we are all planning on tearing up that MicroCenter. So I'm just letting you know there's going to be a little bit more competition at that one. Sorry. We're going to be buying some stuff while we're there, man. Peanuts for hire with the 5-month resub. Thank you. Why only Twitch? I'm streaming on both. It's just the giveaway that's only on Twitch. And that's because the giveaway platform only works on Twitch. You can watch on YouTube, man. We got a bunch of people watching on YouTube, man. It's all how many people we got on YouTube these days? I don't know how to tell. Dude, we got over 300 people on YouTube right now. The why only Twitch is rage bait? I don't believe it. I don't think so. Oh my God. Dave Kirsch with the 5 tier 1 gifted subs. Thank you very much, dude. I think that's our 3rd 5-pack already. Thank you guys very much. Appreciate that support, man. I don't think that was rage bait though. If I had to put money on it, I would guess that they were asking about the giveaway. I would also guess that we should start building a PC soon because this has been a lot of yapping, man. The drink consumed to PC build progress ratio is not looking good right now. Did the Houston move not fall through? What? Did it not fall through? No, it did not fall through. It is still happening. I was in Houston last week. I'm actually going next week too. I have to move my house. Well, I'm not actually moving my house, but I have to move my family. I have to move our office. Most of our employees are going. It's just a long process, man. Oh my God. Geekfire with 5 more tier 1 gifted subs. Thank you very much, guys. Appreciate that. That's crazy. But yeah, I'm moving my entire life to Houston. So like it's a multi-month process. It just takes a while, man. Especially the office building. That one seems to be the worst. That's the hardest part so far. But we got a long way to go, man. But yeah, we got a couple trips we got to go back and forth on. Sharing is caring. I agree. Should we start building though? I don't know about you guys, but like even I'm starting to itch a little bit, especially this build. I'm actually really excited for this one. Can't wait to meet Zach in the Houston MicroCenter. It's my local MicroCenter. Nice, man. I'll be there. Trail Tech 2. Thank you very much, Trail Tech. Appreciate that. Nobody in MicroCenter other than employees came up to us while we were there last week. Granted, we were there at like, I think it was like noon on it was noon on last Wednesday. So like most of the people that were there were like very old, probably not super tech literate. I feel like the majority of the employees came up to us though, but nobody else though. I'll be there tomorrow. Nice. Yeah, it was fun. One of the MicroCenter employees, he had to have been like a manager. He was older. He had on like a white collared shirt. So like he kind of looked like management or something. He looked a little bit higher up in the ranks. But when he saw us walking down the aisle, he like stopped in his tracks and he's like, "You moved already?" So he was definitely tracking the whole Houston move thing. I was excited. How much for the black label? I have no idea. I think my wife bought this actually. Was just in the Houston MicroCenter, got my bundle. Nice. One thing I did not check out there is the open box deals. I checked out a lot of stuff, including that sim rig. Dude, I got in the zone on that sim rig. Dude, I probably put in like almost 10 laps. $65. Is it really? No way. Is it actually? What are we doing buying 60? No way. Black label. Dude, that's expensive. I don't need that. 55? I see it here for $55. Dude, that's expensive. Oh my god. Did not know that. Evening, gents. I use Arch, by the way. Thank you for the heads up, man. Appreciate that. Blue label's 200. Yeah, I wouldn't do that. I have had a couple glasses here and there of super expensive scotch. None of which I paid for. It was always like a gift or like taste testing or something like that. I mean, this like I don't need scotch to taste better than this. This is. I don't think I have the palate for better scotch. At least it would not be worth the cost. That tastes perfectly fine for me. I don't need that. I don't need more. Where'd you get the shirt from? AMD.com. I'm actually not kidding. AMD and Intel both sell merch, and it's not expensive at all. Pretty sure this was like 15 bucks, and the Intel shirt was like 10. Yeah, AMD.com, man. Discount code ZTT. You just gotta acquire greater taste. Yeah, I don't think I drink enough to get better taste than this. Like, I mean, this is. You should get some LTT merch and swap the L with Z. Dude, I gotta build. I gotta build. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Get the Johnny Walker sponsorship out of the way real quickly. Today we are building. If you got, dude, if you guys missed the little sneak peek about this, I'm just letting you know. This is 100% legit. What we're about to build. I have a $509 custom gaming PC in February of 2026. We don't have any sponsored parts. I bought literally everything this weekend. Okay, this is as up to date as my build guides can possibly get. There are, of course, some used components, several used components. But the whole thing cost me $509. I will admit, most of my build guide videos are all about like super easy to copy, you know, repeatable, practical. This one is more on the, hey man, I was sniping for the good deals this time, you know. So let's jump in here. The start of this build guide isn't that great though. Not because the part is bad, but because the part is not here yet. Okay. It's not a stretch though. You guys will actually believe me with this one. The CPU we're going with is the Ryzen 5 3600. which is not this right here, because my 3600 is still on its way from eBay. I got it for $60. That's actually not a good deal. I mean, it's a good deal, but it's not like a crazy deal. It's a Ryzen 5 3600. I paid $60 for it used. It's not getting here till tomorrow. I got to do this build today. It is what it is. So tonight, we're going to use a 5500. It's actually, like, ironically, very similar performance. But for the YouTube video, we're going to... Sam at the office is going to uninstall this 5500, put in the 3600. So unfortunately, he has to put in the work for this one. But so I can build this PC tonight, I'm just going to use a 5500. Very similar in performance, though. Ryzen 5 3600 for $60 used. Here's where the deals actually start, though. I'm a little nervous about this one. Can anybody guess if this is new or used? Oh boy. This is actually like the first time I'm really looking at it here. This is a Gigabyte B550M K. Oh, we got it. We got an IO shield. That's good. Okay. All right. I was afraid we weren't going to get that. I bought this used off of Amazon resale for $66. $66 Amazon resale. If you're ever on Amazon, right to the left of the search bar, go to Amazon resale, and that's like what it used to be called Amazon warehouse. And that's how you buy used products. $66. Not bad. Not bad. Hold on, they get better. This is the best deal out of all of them. Okay? I showed this earlier. I know it's Crucial, but hear me out. I did not give Crucial money. I bought this used from somebody else. I bought this used off of Jawa. This is a 16 gigabyte DDR4 kit. Clocked at 4,000 megahertz. 4,000 megahertz. I said this earlier. But even during, or even before the RAM shortage, I don't think I've ever even used 4,000 megahertz DDR4. This is super fast for DDR4. Typically, we go 3,000, 3,200 megahertz ideal, maybe 3,600 megahertz. Not really during the shortage anymore. 4,000 megahertz RAM. I got it used off Jawa. How much money do you guys think I paid for it? Well, some of you might not be completely up to speed of 16 gig DDR4 RAM pricing. How much do you guys think I paid for it, though? The CL is 18, I think. We'll check it when I open it. I'm pretty sure it's CL 18. 120, 130, 100, 200, 140. Okay, all right. You guys are actually in tune. Yeah. Very nice. I'm impressed. I would have also guessed that it's about 120 to 140. That's about where it should be priced at right now. I mean, don't get me wrong. That's still terrible pricing for the RAM shortage. Or for previous, before the RAM shortage. This should be about 120 to 140. $90. Used on Jawa. Dude, let's go. This is quite... Oh, I didn't even realize this opens up. Wow, that's fancy. $90. Used on Jawa. Dude, let's go. The reason why I'm smiling ear to ear is because I haven't had a RAM deal in 6 months, man. That's crazy. Holy, this chat is moving? Yeah, exactly. Actually, this was... I don't pride myself on good deals often, because again, I usually don't make videos like this where I'm trying to get the once in a lifetime deals. I usually try to make things repeatable. This is a good one. That was a very good deal. I'm proud of that one. All right, this one I'm not so proud of. This I had to buy brand new. Dude, I'm not going to overhype this one. I have no idea who or what that even is, man. Avo Eddie of Avoti. Dude, I got no idea, man. No idea. The worst part here, ladies and gentlemen, is this. 512 gigabytes. Guys, you're not getting a 1 terabyte SSD in a $500 build. Right now, it's just not gonna happen. This is probably a AliExpress Temu special. I have no idea. It does say PCIe Gen 3. The reviews on Amazon were actually good. Like, everyone's happy with it. So maybe it's just a newer brand that we haven't heard of. I have no idea. 500 gigs, 512 gigs. It's not even a question. Like, you're definitely not getting 1 terabyte in a $500 gaming PC right now. I paid $82 for this. It is what it is, man. This was literally the cheapest 500 gig SSD that I could find. Like, even used. I searched, like, at that current moment in time over the weekend, I searched everywhere. This was as cheap as I could get it, man. A lot of these are at, like, the $90 price range, so 82. It is what it is, man. I couldn't beat it. For the CPU cooler, again, remember, we have this whole, like, little switcheroo thing. I did also get a Wraith stealth cooler. We did this last time for the last previous build. You can buy these Wraith stealths for $11, brand new on Amazon. I don't really recommend. I mean, they work fine, especially for a 3600. But if you're not on an extremely tight budget, I'd rather you pay $16 and get like an ID Cooling 224 or something like that. But you can buy these brand new off Amazon for $11. So that's what we have. We're not going to use this one. We're going to use this one. Again, the whole switcheroo thing. I think you guys are tracking. For the power supply, you guys already know what we're going with here. We got the Raid Max Cobra. Again, this is PCIe 5.1, ATX 3.1, 650 watts, 80 plus gold, tier C. I don't know why everyone in the chat is typing PICE. I got no idea what that means, but it is what it is, man. 35 bucks all, or actually they're $40 all day, every day on Newegg. These have been sitting on Newegg for a very long time. For $40. It's some of the best budget power supply value that you can find right now. This, I don't know about, man. Oh, we're in an ad break. Oh, we're in an ad break, man. Oh, I wanted to show this. I am actually very surprised, though. This is a heavy case. How much I pay for this? I paid $50 for this case, man. This is heavy. We'll wait. We'll wait for the ad, though. I see the ad. I see it. We'll wait. We'll wait. Get Twitch Turbo, people. No, it's fine, man. This is how we buy the gaming PC giveaways. I'll wait, man. Shipping bricks? Nah, man. There's not a brick in here. This is the real... Dude, this... Okay, that's cheap plastic. So maybe it's just the glass. I bet it's just the glass, actually. I bet it's just super, super heavy glass. This case is... Oh my god, it is the glass. Oh. Oh, that is super heavy. Yeah, okay, that explains it. Yep, that explains it. I don't know why. I don't know why it's like that. That glass is just very expensive. Yeah, I'm waiting. I'm not going to show the case. Well, he can't hear me, but... Yeah, it's just that glass is super heavy. I don't know why. Ads make the magic happen. They do. Shock with the tier 1 sub. Thank you. D3 Twitch Prime sub. Zoe with the 300 biddy says bald spot cam. This is exclusive content while we're watching that. Come on, man. Anything for 300 biddies. Don't clip that. Geekfire with the 500 bid, he says, what do you think? New PC built by me? 9800 X3D, 4080 Super, Gigabyte B650, 128 gigs of RAM, 2 terabyte Corsair P3. Dude, you got yourself a really good build. What are you talking about? Height Y70. That's a great PC, man. What extra opinion do you need from me? You know that's a good build. Thank you for the 500 biddies. Bald Spot sponsored by Coke Zero. Thank you for the Coke Zero reminder. Actually, you know what we really need? Only OGs of Thirsty Thursday will remember this. Dude, we used to do this every single day, every single live stream. I need somebody to step up and really put an effort into reminding me to drink water. I drink so much water throughout the day, like an insane amount. But when it comes to live streaming lately, I don't know why. I've been forgetting. I've been slacking big time. So if I could get some standout viewer here to give me a couple hydrate reminders throughout the night, that would be very much appreciated. Because, dude, I got electrolytes fired up in here. Like, we're good to go, man. Pepsi Clear. That's my master plan. Dude, I need my hydration, man. I've been slacking on my hydration during the live streams. Big time. How about every 5 minutes? Nah, that's too much, man. I'm not going to tell you how much, because whoever is dialed in, you know, I'm looking for somebody that doesn't need told that. I'm looking for somebody that can watch the pacing, my volume, you know, and they just know. You know, they're dialed in. You know, that's who I'm looking for. I need somebody to perfectly time these hydration reminders. I think we can do it, man. I'm down, brother. Let's see what you got. All right. I got you, homie. All right. Let's see who's dialed in. Anyway. All right. Thank you guys for watching those ads. That's how we do the gaming PC giveaways. We appreciate it. Here is the case that we waited so patiently for. I paid $50 for this thing brand new on Newegg. I don't think I've used this before. I'm pretty sure I have not used this. $50. This is the Game Max Defender. 50 bucks. I mean, so far it doesn't look bad. We have 4 pre-installed ARGB fans. There is room for 2 on the side here if you wanted to add some extra airflow. That's pretty cool. No pun intended. Although that would be a good one. It is micro ATX. This is one of those weird cases where it's like deceiving. It looks like an ATX case with the 3 fans, several PCIe slots, etc. But it is only micro ATX, which is what I wanted, but just as a heads up. But yeah, we'll see how good that is for the evening. And then finally, our last part in our $509 gaming PC is this bad boy right here, man. Let me zoom in. Let me give you guys some... There we go, man. This was listed on Java. Hear me out. It was listed as scratched and dented, but fully working. Psst. Sign me up for $115. $115. This is an RTX 2060. 115 bucks. RTX 2060. Let's go. So usually, I would say the 2060s right now are at like, it's not a crazy deal. They're at like 130, maybe 150. But they had this lowered a little bit down to $115 because of this. Dude, sign me up. What? I'll take that all day. For 115, I think there's one other mark somewhere. Maybe even not. I mean, there's a couple, like, I don't even know if I can get the right angle here. There's a couple, yeah, right there. There's a couple of scratches. I don't see, oh, I see a random sticker here. I don't know what that is. I don't really see a dent though, man. I don't know what they were talking about. Scratched and dented. How do you even scratch that area? That's a question for another day. I have no idea. I mean, it's banged up. Like, don't get me wrong. But, like, not to the point where this isn't a pretty good deal. Check the heatsink. From what angle? I mean, the heatsink looks fine. From what I can see. Yeah, I don't really see the dent. Not really sure what they're talking about. Scratch and dented RTX 2060 for $115. So yeah, that brings our part total to $509. We got a Ryzen 5 3600, 16 gigs of DDR4 at 4,000 megahertz, 512 gigabyte SSD, and the RTX 2060. $509, man. Budget gaming PCs are still possible. I'm excited to build it. I hope it works. This is a lot of used components. Something very well could go wrong on this one. Drink water, sir. That's a pretty good call. That's a pretty good call. I mean, I did just drink, but like, I also just got done talking about the part. It's a good transition hydration. I like it. That's a good call so far. Not bad. No cream soda on deck. Well, we have the soda too. We'll drink that. We'll just do the trifecta here. We got some Coke Zero, and then we'll wash that down with some scotch. Trail Tech says drink the Johnny. Yeah. I could use some Johnny Walker reminders as well. It's not just about the hydration. You're gonna have to take like 3 pee breaks. That's the thing. Dude, it's such a trade-off, man. I either end the live stream like dying of thirst, or the live stream's 5 hours long because I have to pee every 20 minutes. It's hard to split the difference. Great uncle with the Twitch Prime sub, thank you. Zoe with the 300 biddy says hydrate. Up the ads for expensive giveaways. I'm not against it, man. Minu with the Twitch Prime. Cat Twitch Prime. Zoe also with the 2-month, thank you. JB Exon with the Twitch Prime. Laroka with the what? Laroka? I don't remember saying that. That might have been a name change with the 3-month resub. How have I been saying that? Laroka. I don't remember saying that one. Case O'Brien, that one I remember, with the 11-month, thank you. Where are the cable extensions? Come on, man. In a $500 build? Sorry, we can't do it. We used to be able to do that. We can't do it anymore. Mr. Roy with the $7 YouTube Super Chat says, Zach getting reverse scammed today. Getting a 2060. Poor guy. It was actually... No. Let's give credit to where credit is due real quickly, okay? I did not get reverse scammed on this one. This was sold not just on Jawa, which you guys know I'm a big fan of and have a small equity share in the company. This was sold by the official Jawa account on Jawa. They chose to price it a good amount lower than what they probably should have because of the scratch and dent. They didn't know I was going to buy it, but they wanted to make sure that they were crystal clear about selling a not aesthetically perfect GPU at a cheaper price, so somebody doesn't get mad at them. Shout out to Jawa, man. That was the official Jawa account. After I bought it, he did ask me if I want any sort of discount. I was like, no, we're good, man. We're good. I need to pay the real price. 115 bucks, though. Wait, they do that? Yeah. Yeah, Jawa has an official account on Jawa for the parts that get traded in, like the GPU trade-in program. The reason they do that is because they then resell them after refurbishing them up a little bit. So yeah, I mean, they personally, whenever I look for whenever I look for used GPU prices, I actually like, I'm not kidding. Like, I know I have every reason in the world to talk highly of Jawa. But I seriously go to the official Jawa account when I'm looking for a budget used GPU, and I use that as my pricing guideline because I know the guy that runs the GPU program, he specifically prices those GPUs a certain percentage lower than the average eBay price, you know? So because I know he does that, I trust that data. And that's what I use as my starting point of like, okay, well, this is about as good as a 2060 gets. Let's go try to find it if I can beat it. That's how I start my GPU hunting process whenever I do that. You need to drink water, buddy? Dude, Vampy, that's a miss, man. That's a huge miss. I don't want the hydration spams tonight, man. You're not dialed in. I need you to go back to the drawing board on that one, man. That was a terrible hydration reminder. I gotta pee, if anything. I don't need hydration right now. Come on, man. How was the sauna session today? Oh my god, fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Bro, start building? Yeah, I probably should, huh? Dude, we're an hour and 10 minutes. Dude, come on. All right, let's go. To be fair, this is probably going to be a super smooth, nothing goes wrong type of build, but we'll see. King Diagla? King Dialga with a 3 in a bit. He says, hi, Zach. I got a 5080, 96 gigs of RAM, and a 14700K for Cookie Clicker. It runs great. All right. Speaking of which, here's our motherboard. Let's start building, shall we? Valid? Dude, I have no idea if that's valid or not. All right, here we go. Here's our Gigabyte B550M-K. Used. Very used. I mean, it looks like it's in good shape. The only reason I said very used is because you almost never see these, the plastic tabs for the SSDs actually removed. So, like, that tells me there was definitely an SSD in here at some point. But, yeah, I mean, I did buy it used. It's all good. None of the pins are broken that I see or bent. They all look solid. Wait. What the front door? Who knows? Who? No, there's definitely no Wi-Fi. Dude, I paid $60 for it. There's definitely no built-in Wi-Fi. Who is noticing something in a weird location? A very, very weird location. Oh my god, so weird. I've never seen this before. Who can spot what's going on here? Something is in a very... Yeah, Kush has got it. Dude, that's crazy, man. There is no CPU fan header up here where it usually is. It is all the way down here. I have literally never seen that before in my life. This is the CPU fan header. What are we looking at here, man? Okay, now I'm nervous. Now I am actually nervous. I might be overthinking this, but the VRMs are also not perfectly aligned. Okay, this one could get a little weird. Super smooth build, though. There's also no VRMs right here. I'm not a VRM expert, but usually it's... You're over-exaggerating? Does that look lined up to you? Dude, I would make the argument that more are unaligned than not aligned. Drink water? Yeah, that's a great call. CPU fan footer? I need scotch for that one. +2. Dude, I'm thinking mod on that one. The CPU fan footer? That's not a ban. I think that's an instant mod. How do we feel about that, man? That, you might have just fast-tracked yourself to the coveted ZTT moderator position, man. That is not bad. VIP that, man? I still don't have a firm grasp of what the Twitch VIP system does, or otherwise I would. I never understood that one. Trailtech says I got mod from one comment. I actually don't know if that's true. Is it actually true? I mean, I kind of believe it, but... Trailtech, what did you say, man? I don't remember. All right, here is our totally Ryzen 5 3600. For any AMD CPU, this is how you want to hold it. From the sides, but make sure you're not... Make sure your fingers aren't bending towards and around the pins. You want to try to keep them as straight as possible. But that is going to go into the socket like that. Just to be serious real quickly, if you guys missed the intro of the video, that is not in fact a 3600. That is actually a 5500. I bought a 3600 used for this project for $60. I will be installing, well, I won't be. Somebody else will be installing that for our video. But that doesn't get here till tomorrow. So we're temporarily just putting a 5500 in there. We will swap it out, don't worry. Ab break? All right, that's a perfect time to do this. The cooler is actually a Wraith Stealth cooler, so we will use that. I see the ads. I see them. We're good. I'm just going to work on this cooler real quickly. Real quickly, because we are not animals. I would never sell or build a gaming PC with the AMD logo rotated like that. So we're gonna do some surgery on this one real quick. Hopefully I don't break it. Why a stock cooler? Because it's a $500 build in 2026. And it cools the 3600 perfectly fine. Do I need to say more? Dude, it's $500 bill, man. People are paying $500 for the RAM. Oh no, that feels stuck. Oh, this is gonna be a tough one. It's gonna be a really tough one, actually. Oh, there we go. Got it. All right, I was just popping that guy off. That did not sound good. Don't clip that one. Don't break the cooler this time? Dude, I'm trying not to, man. Now we're gonna uninstall these 4 screws so we can rotate it on the heatsink. And then go back to installing it. Before you do that, the CPU is sideways. Thank you, man. Thank Thank you for the heads up. E-meditation with the $5 super chat. You banned me on Twitch on Tuesday. Just wanted to apologize. Thank you for the $5 YouTube super chat, man. Appreciate it. Best of luck in the unban process. All right, there we go. Now I can lift that up, rotate it 90 degrees. There we go. You're gonna need some water in 2.5 minutes. I don't think so, man. I think that might be pushing it. Zach, I see a broken connector. Do you actually? I mean, I would believe you if you actually do. Where? Please tell me that that's rage bait. I would believe you this time with the used $60 motherboard. Don't forget the RAM wiggle test. Dude, I'm kind of nervous about this one. This is a really good RAM deal, man. I don't want to mess this up. A really good deal. Obviously, you don't like extensions on a 5090, but what's your opinion on right angle adapters with power and temp monitoring? I mean, I've seen a few. I mean, my biggest opinion is I just have not done enough research on them. I've seen a few. I mean, I'm pretty sure they're like not weird, but like not super popular brands that have been making those sorts of products. It's, you know, on one side, I would like the additional monitoring and protection, but on the other side, it's like you're introducing another failure point into the gaming PC that is not required. So, I mean, there's pros and cons. I don't have a super strong opinion about that. I have never bought one of those so far. Maybe I will one day, but yeah, I'm not sure. The people want RAM wiggle merch. Yeah. That idea will come at some point. That's not on our list of merch that we're working on right now. I don't know how to realistically get the word wiggle on a shirt. Like, it sounds funny. It's an inside joke with the ZTT community. I don't think anybody has stolen the RAM wiggle concept. But like, think about it. Would you actually wear a shirt that has gaming PC RAM and the word wiggle on it? Like, come on, man. Like, in public? Like, if we design it as a shirt for something that, like, we all just wear on Thirsty Thursday, like, at our house, okay, a lot of you are saying yes. I don't know, man. You guys might be bluffing on that one. The word wiggle on a shirt? We might... I don't know, man. I am a man of the people, so maybe that's what we do. I would 100%. I'd wear it to school. Dude, there's no way you would wear that to school. We demand it. Wiggle, wiggle. RAM. Wiggle, wiggle. I could be down for that. I've seen worse shirts. I'll wear it to school and send you proof. Don't do that. Thank you for the offer, but no, never do that, please. RAM wiggle wiggle. Yeah, I feel like most of you aren't thinking the whole way through on that. It sounds like a good idea at first, but when you really start thinking about it, it's like, I don't know, man. All right. Can we get back to building? Trailtech gifted now another tier 1 sub. Thank you. David with the 8-month resub. Carlos with the 300 bit. He says, look at the left RAM slot. There is a screw with a standoff. Oh, nice. That I did not notice. I hope there's a standoff. Yeah. We gotta look at that, man. Dude, I don't know about you, but I just call that extra value. We got a free standoff with the used motherboard, man. I think the word you're looking for is reverse scammed. That's just free additional value. Although I am gonna yeah, I guess I gotta deal with that now, huh? Yeah, I don't think I can install the CPU cooler till I deal with that. Alright, we're gonna need some extra tools to make that happen. Actually, I hope they're in here. Oh yeah, they are. I haven't had to bust out the pliers for a while. There we go, man. Aesthetic, obviously. Red and black color scheme on the pliers. Okay. If you ever have a standoff, I am actually like a really bad example of how to do this. But here's how I would do it. I would use my needle nose pliers and grab the standoff underneath the motherboard and squeeze like that. And then use that way it keeps it in place. And then use a screwdriver, sorry, to get that out of there. And then get the standoff out of there. But look at that, man. Dude, we got some free value. We got a free standoff and a free screw with that motherboard. Dude, I mean, this build's cooking. Come on, bro, do a wiggly test. We're not there yet. All right. Now I can do this. We got thermal paste pre-installed. Don't worry, man. That is legit thermal paste. Don't worry about those 2 marks there. I have no idea what that is, but we're good. We're gonna perfectly line that up. We're gonna start all 4 screws going in our typical star pattern. And then once all 4 screws are good to go, then we'll start cranking them down into that back plate. All right. Might as well call it an under $500 bill with that reverse scam. Yeah, I mean, how much additional value did we get so far? I mean, I don't know if you guys know, but I feel like we're about to be in a standoff shortage. That might be some serious extra value. Okay, now here is the weird thing. Again, for anybody that's just tuning in, this is the first motherboard that I've personally seen, but definitely, or quite possibly the first motherboard on the face of the planet, where the CPU header, CPU fan header is down here. It's such a weird spot. I'm not kidding. I have literally never done that my entire life. So it's gonna make hiding this cable a little bit more difficult, but I don't know if there's a spot that I can get this to hide. Yeah, that's gonna look weird till we get the RAM in there. Maybe like that. It's probably the best bet. But yeah, that is a crazy. Now that is the first diabolical thing. I don't know what else was earlier today, but that actually is. All right. Now let's go to RAM in here. Again, this is easily the best deal of this entire build. I don't know how to open this though. Actually, I have no idea how to open this. Brother. Oh, wow, that's fancy. I know it's crucial. We're allowed to hate crucial. Dude, I support that. but I bought this used. Dude, these are heavy sticks. This is a Crucial Ballistics Max. I've never used these before, man. 16 gigabytes at 4,000 megahertz. Absolutely crazy. For $90 used. That is absolutely wild. I'm going to be extremely disappointed if this isn't a banger ASMR. I have a feeling this is going to be good. I usually don't call them early. I have a feeling that this one is going to be absolute money, though. Okay, not bad. Not as good as I thought, but hold on. This next one's going to sound even better. Oh, yeah. Oh my God. That does it for me right there. That did it. Oh my God. So much extra value. There is one more final test to do. I really hope this... Okay, this is going to be bad, though. This is going to be a bad one because of the motherboard. This is quite possibly the worst motherboard I've ever used in my life. I can't imagine this wiggle test is going to go well. I think at some point the RAM is irrelevant and it's more about the slot. But you never know. We could be surprised. Hold on. Okay, I am surprised. It's not nearly as bad as I thought it would be. I mean, it's mid, but I was expecting it to be terrible. That's actually not that bad. Especially this. I mean, that one's solid. This one's got some wiggle action to it, though. But yeah, I mean, I thought it was going to be way worse than this. I am surprised. Wow. Dude, this might be my favorite build of the year. Dude, if this all works, 3600 and a RTX 2060 and a $500 build in 2026, that might be it. Drink water. Guys, I hate harping on this. I know it's been a while since I've needed a hydration monitor here on Thirsty Thursday. But like, look at the motherboard and tell me why drinking water would be a terrible idea right now. Come on, guys. Y'all are not locked in. I agree. We got literally one more step here, and then the motherboard's done. I'm not gonna drink water right now. We're in the fourth quarter of installing the motherboard. We got literally one more step to do, man. Now is not the time. Okay, we gotta stay locked in. We gotta install this. I have no idea what this is, to be honest. A Vodi? I have no idea. It's a 512 gig Gen 3 NVMe. I hope it doesn't blow up. Oh, wow. I do like how, like, the specs are kind of laid out there. That's kind of cool. All right. Let's install that. Hopefully this doesn't break. Oh, wow. That went in... Dude, that went in nice. Push that down. Use the little plastic... whatever that thing's called. Oh, brother. I might have spoke too soon. That... Oh, I just had to push harder. My bad. There we go. There we go. There we go, man. Our motherboard is now Sorry. Our motherboard is now prepped. We got a Gigabyte B550MK, a Ryzen 5 3600, the Wraith stock cooler, 16 gigs of DDR4 clocked at 4,000 megahertz, and a 512 gigabyte a Vodi SSD. Okay, now drink water. Now's a good time. Correct. I had to give you that one, though. Just an FYI, the B550MK has 0 ARGB headers. I saw. Really hoping the case has a a button, or we'll have to use a SATA thing. No whiskey? Dude, we got scotch. For those of you that need the correct one. Trolltech says he's got t-shirt ideas in the Discord. All right, I'll check them out. What CL is the RAM? Oh, I forgot to look. Oh, it's on here. I'm pretty sure it's 18. Yeah, 18. Which I don't even know if you can get 16. Don't quote me on this. I don't know if you can get 16 on 4,000 megahertz. I don't know if they make those. Feel free to correct me if they do. But yeah, there is our prepped motherboard. Good to go. Drink Johnny. I got you, man. I can do that. All right. Saika with the Twitch Prime sub. The World of Wonder with the 2-month resub. Ralph with the 300 biddy says, please fill your whiskey. You're making my Wisconsin heart sad with all the ice melting. Dude, what's wrong with my... You guys know that... Oh, maybe he doesn't know being in Wisconsin. You guys do know that ice melts at some point though, right? Like... We're in a... How cold is it? I think we have our thermostat... Actually, I can't say the number of our thermostat, what it's set now. But it's between 65 to 70 degrees Fahrenheit. Like the ice is gonna melt at some point, man. We are tracking that, right? I'm gonna pour a little bit more, but not a lot. That's it. I'm cutting myself off. That's all we need, man. I don't need much. What? Ice melt? Yeah, I know. It's a crazy concept. BioWolf with the super chat says, love from Malaysia. Gonna build my first PC thanks to you. Getting a Ryzen 7 5800X with an RX 9060 XT 16 gig. Very nice. Can it handle streaming while gaming in 2K? Yeah. Yeah, you'll be good. You'll be good. I mean, I don't have the rest of your specs. As long as you got... I would get 32 gigs of RAM for streaming, definitely. But yeah, as long as the rest of the PC is solid, yeah, you'll be good with those. Are you going to test the motherboard and the RAM before putting them in the case? Come on, man. Is that a really good idea? Yes. Is that something that we got the time for on Thirsty Thursday? Absolutely not, man. No. We do what we call a full send around here in these neck of the woods. All right. We full send it every single time, and then we deal with the consequences later. The pice is nice. I agree. What started Thirsty Thursday? That's a good question. I don't know why, but ever since the very, very early days of ZTT, like hundreds, maybe 1,000, maybe a couple thousand subs on YouTube, years ago, I always just wanted to live stream PC builds. Whenever I wanted to do that, not a single person was doing it. Nobody was live streaming builds. Like probably like 7 years ago at this point. Yeah, I mean we've been doing Thirsty Thursday for 5 years now. So probably like 7 to 8 years ago, nobody was live streaming builds. Like maybe like a Linus stream here and there, but definitely nowhere near. Nobody had a consistent PC building live stream. So I figured like it could work just because nobody is doing it, but regardless, it's just something I always wanted to do. I think yapping and BSing and drinking whiskey while putting together adult Legos you know? Like that's peak entertainment for me. You know, it's some of the most fun that I can have, you know? That's it. I literally just wanted to do something that I knew would be fun. When we first started live streaming, I think the first Thirsty Thursday, it was 30 people. And I mean, like, people like Shauner, he was definitely here back then. I remember like multiple years of like 70 to 80 people at Thirsty Thursday. I mean, it was a good time. Like, we had a lot of fun. But we did multiple years of like a very tight-knit Thirsty Thursday stream. But yeah, I mean, it's fun, man. Who doesn't want to build PCs and yap and talk with other fellow super nerds all day or all night? DJ Matt with Twitch Prime sub. Appreciate that. Ralph gave out 2 tier 1 gifted subs. Thank you. This AI made a RAM wiggle shirt in the Discord. No AI art on ZTT merch. Sorry, man. That's a hard pass. We can't. We can't. We're not vibing with that one. No AI art on the merch. $3D print your ZTT merch? Dude, if I had like a designer at ZTT, maybe. We do not call it art here. Yeah, that's valid. Let me do it. I mean, if somebody can design me something and give me the license to sell it, and it's actually useful, I would 3D print something. Do your PC lights look smoother? Yeah, we were talking about it earlier. All I did was reboot the PC, and now they're oh, brother, we got a problem. Oh my. Oh my god, what am I? Dude, I don't even know what I'm looking at. What is this? Oh, this is a bad one. Okay, that's that. That's all the normal stuff. This is the fans, dude. What is this? This is just the fans. Oh my god. This is gonna be super fun. There is SATA power though. I see an ARGB port here. We don't need that. Oh yes, we do have an, oh no. Oh, it's okay. It's just recessed a little bit. All right, we have an RGB button, so we can use that because our cheap motherboard does not have any ARGB headers. Okay, this isn't as bad as I was initially thinking. These are proprietary ARGB, or kind of. I don't know what that is, to be honest. But yeah, we're gonna have to do some serious cable management here, but the starting point is not ideal. But it's manageable. It's manageable. It's not as bad as I thought. Let's start with our IO shield here. These cheap cases are, this is what breaks the skin. You got to be careful when installing this with the cheap cases. They're still super sharp edges. I think we're gonna need to add 2 standoffs here, correct? Before I install this. Are these in the right spot? Yeah, those are good. Okay, I need to install 2 standoffs, and then we also need to break off the top 2 PCIe brackets. Again, I always like to break these off before installing the motherboard. That way, when you're wiggling these off, you're not breaking off a capacitor or whatever else on your motherboard. So we will actually wiggle those 2 off, and then we will install 2 standoffs. What are standoffs? It's a good question. I got you, man. Hold on. So standoffs are these little things in the case, which is how the motherboard gets screwed into the case. So the screw that secures the motherboard in here is actually screwing into these standoffs. If you don't have a standoff, there's nothing for the screw to go into. So a lot of cases, they'll pre-install some of the standoffs, but not all of them. Sometimes it's great and you don't need to install any additional ones. But for this case and this motherboard, we need to install 2 additional standoffs. This is what they look like. Yeah, grounding points. There's a thread. The thread side is what goes into the case. And then there's a hole side, which is, that's where the screw goes. So you can hand tighten these into the slots on the case, but I would recommend somehow tightening those down. If you don't tighten them down, whenever you install the screw into it, then these are going to spin, and then you're going to have a hanging standoff like I showed earlier in the stream. To tighten those down, you can use needle nose pliers as a last resort. Grab it and just keep twisting it. Or, this case actually did not come with them, which is sad. You can also use a standoff tool. These usually come with the case, but sometimes they don't. This is a standoff adapter, which on one side is just a Phillips screw, and the other side is a hole that goes around the standoff. So I'm gonna put that on top of the standoff, and now I can use my screwdriver to twist and screw that standoff completely tight. See how I hand tightened it down, but then when I use a screwdriver, I mean, I still got like at least a full 3 rotations out of that. So there's definitely a lot of room to tighten that farther. That's why I really like using the tool. But now that those are in place, now I can install the motherboard. Personally, I only install motherboards with every single standoff being used. So for this one, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 standoffs. I like to use all 8 screws to make sure the motherboard is perfectly level on there and perfectly secure. Now, one other piece of information that you need to know about standoffs is there are 2 types of screws that can go in a standoff. I still to this day have yet to figure this one out. But there are thin screws and there's thicker screws for standoffs. I still have yet to gain the skill of being able to look at a standoff and tell you which screw it is. Usually it's a safe bet just to go with whichever screws the case comes with. They will come with the correct pairing. But if you are screwing screws into the standoff and it feels like you're cranking down a little bit too tight, stop, because you are probably using the bigger screw and you are going to mess up the threads of your standoff so you can't use it. So be careful with that. I feel like 90% of the cases use the same ones. Close, yeah. I would guess it's probably 80-20, but close enough, yeah. The majority of cases use the thinner screws. But I mean, I feel like the cases that use the thicker screw standoffs, I feel like it's probably about 20%. I think one is metric and the other one is SAE. Yeah, it's probably a quick Google search away. I have never bothered to look at it. But there are two different ones, and I don't know why. I have no idea why. I'm sure that's like very common knowledge to some people, but I never bothered to look that up. Okay, so now I'm just gonna screw in all of those, and then we should be good. Coarse thread and fine thread? I mean, yeah. That is what it appears to be. Why is that a difference? That I don't know. I broke standoffs by using the screws from my old case. Yeah. I mean, it's not a huge deal. Like, the worst that happens is you just strip out the threading of the standoff, and then you can't really use it again. But you just get another standoff, and you should be fine. ChatGPT can tell as well. Yeah, I mean, that'd be an okay question, in my opinion, for ChatGPT. If somebody has the answer, share with the class. I'm less interested in, like, the specific differences. I'm more interested in why it's not standardized. I've had standoff snap in half from having the two big screws. Oh, really? Wow. Oh, okay. I believe you. I've never had that or heard of that. I don't know if you're cranking down on that or what. Drink water. That's a good call. That's a good call. I've had them come pre-stripped. Yikes. What are you drinking? We got some Johnny Walker scotch. We got some water with electrolytes. And we got some Coke Zero Cherry. It's the trifecta, man. It really hits. Zach, my RAM comes tomorrow. I can't wait to finish my PC. Very nice. Oh my god. Oh wow, I missed a few. Caffeinated Vapor with the 10. Tier 1 gifted subs. Welcome back, Caffeinated Vapor. Appreciate that, man. That's some big time. I mean, that's normal for Caffeinated Vapor, but that's big time, man. Thank you very much. I also missed QX. Gave out 3 gifted subs. 4, actually, 5, 6, 7. Okay, that was 7, but in like groups of 1 or 2. QX gave out 7 tier 1 gifted subs. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. Diesel Gaming with the tier 1 sub. Thank you. Fennec with the 7-month resub. Appreciate that. ZS with the 2-month. Chicken Bromain with the Twitch Prime sub. Appreciate that, guys. He said the thing. Oh my god. In automotive, coarse threads and fine threads have different clamping force. The fine thread has stronger clamping force. That I would believe. Thicker screws are meant for heavier duty components for less movement, whereas the thinner screws are intended for the standoff. And that's, well, I don't know about that. Do you have your monitors set up in front of you? I have 2 monitors in front of me, yeah. Are we done besides the GPU? No, dude, we got a ways to go. We're just taking a little breather. Dude, we got... Then forgive me for procrastinating, but this is what we got next, man. This. I'm just, dude, You just got to be in the right mindset for that one. This is gonna, we're gonna need some serious work on this one. No, I have my 2 monitors for, I mean, this is my main like at home setup. I have one of those TV dolly carts where like think about like in an office conference room, like you wheel out like the TV. I have one of those set up, but the cart has 2 monitors stacked above and below, and then there's a camera mounted on the thing as well. So whenever I stream, I just grab this whole cart and just wheel it right in front of my desk. That way I can do this whole thing and actually read chat above the camera and whatnot. Whenever we move to Houston, I've already been scoping out the plan for my office at the house, and I want to just have everything mounted to the wall. Because like right now we're in my basement and the wall is like pretty far away. In my office, it's way smaller than this. So everything will be nice and properly mounted on the wall, the ceilings, etc. It'll be nice. Can you show it with the other camera? I could, but then I would show you my entire basement. My entire basement is this way, and I don't really want to do that. What do you think about the X2 Super Strike? I finally filmed my video about the Super Strike today. So that's going to go live, I think, tomorrow. I think I put that high up on the priority list. But yeah, I mean, it's really good, man. It's crazy good. I'll just, in the video, I compared it to an OLED. Once you use this, it kind of ruins every other mouse. Just like an OLED. Once you go OLED, it kind of ruins every other non-OLED. I think that's the best way to put this mouse. It's insane, man. It's actually really, really good. It's crazy. What's so special about the mouse? It's not a mechanical switch. It is a haptic feedback system where, like, if I turn the mouse off, it doesn't click. It's just like mush. It doesn't actually click. But when you turn it on, it provides haptic feedback, but you set the actuation point. So you set how quickly the click is triggered. Just like a Hall effect keyboard, like the Wooting keyboard. It's insane. When you set this to like the shortest actuation point, the rapid fire speed is just absolutely insane. It's not gonna like make you aim better or anything, but it does actually make you click faster. It registers the click faster than a traditional mechanical switch. I mean, it is wild. I would watch some in-depth videos of it if you're interested. They're all sold out, unfortunately, but does it give you an advantage? I mean, I think it's like the Hall effect situation. Like when the Wooting keyboard first came out, like competitions were like debating about, do we ban for this? But then Hall effect became like a normal thing. That's the phase I think that we're in with these mice. It's like, are we gonna start banning people for using this or what? I think it's actually a technological advantage. Yeah. But it could become normal. So we'll see. Alright, I think I gotta get back to building. So it's just force feedback on a mouse? No, it has adjustable actuation. It's insane. You adjust where, if, do you want the click to register like right here, like how I have it? Or do you want it to register when you push down? It's crazy. And then like in the software, it knows exactly how much pressure you're putting on it. Hold on, let me show you the software real quick. This will really like drive this point home. It's actually pretty crazy. Hold on. Okay, watch this. Okay, so this is what it looks like. I have it set to 1, which is the shortest actuation point. Okay, if I set it down to here, it doesn't actuate until I click all the way down here. But watch my finger and watch the screen. Look. It knows, see those different levels? It knows how much pressure I'm putting on the mouse. So like if you set it at 8, it doesn't register till you push it all the way down like that. But if you set it at 1, then your rapid fire just becomes insanely fast, because that's about level 1. And what's really cool is if you do set it at 1 and you practice your rapid fire, you can see how much extra you're pushing down. And like, if you push down farther, you're just wasting time because it already actuated. You know? So like, with this mouse, you want to get really good at the rapid fires like this. That way you're not wasting time pushing it down farther. What does actuate mean? When the click is registered in the game. You know, so if I have it at 8, I am pushing down on my mouse, like you can see the amount of pressure. There is no click. I am not actually clicking until I get all the way down to here. Then it actuates. It registers your shot in a game. You want a short actuation point for whenever you're shooting like a semi-automatic rifle or pistol, because then you can get your shots off that much faster, because it actuates so much quicker than a mechanical mouse. It's crazy. It's actually crazy. And then when you turn it off, like I said, nothing happens. It's just mush, because it's a haptic feedback. It's not clicking. It's crazy. I'm a huge fan of this thing, man. It's really fun. It's an actual game changer. Time to take a walk with Johnny? No, dude. No Johnny. We gotta get redialed in on this build. That rant needs water? No. No water. We gotta get dialed in with this build. Okay, what all? Let's start plugging things in first before we cable manage. You should drink water after saying actuate so much. That's valid. That's valid, but we're gonna build. Okay, first I'm gonna plug in. Hold on, we got camera angles here, man. There we go. Oh, hold on. There we go. Don't mind the sim rig back there. We're gonna plug in some HD audio right here. I know you probably still can't see it. You see my bald spot, but I'm trying. HD audio is plugged in. Then we actually have a USB 2.0. I haven't plugged in a 2.0 for several builds now. That's how you know we're doing a budget build. We got some USB 3.0 action. Like that. And then we have the front panel connectors. We got all of them this time. We'll start with HDD in the bottom left. Then we'll go reset switch beside that. Then we'll go power LED, positive and negative, in the top left corner. And then we'll go power switch right next to that. If you don't have the order of those cables memorized. Just check your motherboard manual. It'll have the diagram of, oh my god. I need a camera, man. There we go, these. It'll have the diagram of how exactly to plug that in. Spoiler alert, it's the same on every single motherboard. So if you build enough PCs, you'll have that memorized, but use your motherboard manual if you need it. Okay, now we need to actually cable manage. Nobody reads the manual? I know, that's why I have a job. Because nobody reads the manual. Okay. Let's start doing this. Dude, this is going to be a high. Dude, I don't even have my zip ties. This is going to be a high zip count tie. Or zip count day for sure. The over-under is going to be through the roof on this one. It's going to be bad. Not gonna connect the fans? There is no fan connection. It is just SATA power, which is this. Yeah, these are not. This is a $50 case. This is not PWM. They are just gonna be getting their power from SATA. There is an ARGB connector. One, we don't have an ARGB header. Two, I would rather use the case button to control the colors anyway. So it's all good. This is a $50 GameMax Defender case. Again, this is a $509 gaming PC. We don't have some of the luxury features right now. Fans full blow mode. Yeah, I mean, whenever this happens, the fans usually aren't that bad, to be honest. Like, if you have PWM fans and you ramp them up to 100%, yeah, I mean, that can be, like, extremely loud. But usually with budget cases, it's not as bad as you would think, to be honest. It's usually not that terrible. What is terrible is this cable management. So we're just gonna start zip tying and see where the day takes us here. This could get a little rough. And I don't have a strategy right now. I'm just gonna start zip tying stuff. See how it looks. Water? You got... Guys, come on. That's a bad one too, man. That's worse than the last one. You guys think it's a good idea to take a hydration break? Like right when I start zip tying? This is, I mean, this is the most locked in I've been all night. Come on, it's not... Guys, remember, this is... I was not kidding, man. Like, the hydration monitor needs to be somebody that is actually locked in. You know? You got to take into account all of these different variables. You know? Hydration is one of them, but it's also the flow of the build, the momentum, you know, the locked-inness. You can't expect me to hydrate as soon as I get re-dialed in with the cable management, you know? Come on, guys. I know we haven't done this for a while, so you have a pass, but I need the hydration monitors to be better. What's the pay rate for the hydration monitor? Gratitude. That's about the best I can offer you right this second. Well, actually, to be honest, you're not getting even that right now, but I need you to be more dialed in for the gratitude. Same pay rate as the mods? Trail Tech, I like. Come on, man. I know that's true. I think one day we can get the mods well compensated. But like, I'm just saying, before you became a mod, like I took the mods on a very fun snowboarding trip out in Breckenridge, Colorado, man. Like that, I mean, that was at least a little bit of payment. Not necessarily a salary, but like, it has a little, it can have some perks, but yeah, you're right. It still is the same. Sorry. I'm working on it, man. I'm waiting on the snowboarding trip to show you what a 43-year-old can do. Dude, I want to go snowboarding with the mods again, like real bad. Real bad. I should have committed to making that a yearly thing. How long have you been building PCs? My entire life. I think I built my first one when I was 5. I am 34. So that's what? That's like 70 years of PC building. Granted, there was a very long time that I didn't build a PC. I built my first PC when I was 5. Like I helped around my parents had the PC building and repair shop when I was a kid. I helped around, but like, I don't think I built like another PC start to finish until, I don't know, maybe like 10 or something. It's not like I was actively building PC. Like my kids, they have significantly more PC building experience than I did as a kid. I mean, my 6-year-old, he's probably up to 10 now. He's probably built 10 PCs already at this point, with my help, of course. But when I was 6, I was not at 10, man. He's cruising. He's got some actual experience already. I started logging them in 2026. I want to say in 2025, he probably built like 2. And then I think he built 1 in 2024. So he might have had 3 before 2026. But in 2026, I've been logging every single build that I put together and he puts together. Just so like at the end of the year, we can look back on and know what the number is. Because when you build a lot of gaming PCs, it's really fun to know what that number is. Like if I could pay money for somebody to figure out how many PCs I've built in my life, like, dude, I would pay a lot of money for that number. Like, that would be so cool. I would guess it's over 1,000, but I really don't know. But like, we got one guy at the office who, in like the last 6 months or so, he's built 500 gaming PCs himself. And like, he has that exact number, whatever he's at right now. And I don't know, like I'm a numbers nerd. So like just being able to see an accurate number of how many PCs you built, I think that's so cool, man. I think it's awesome. I'll at least have that number for 2026 if I don't forget to track them. Mason Jones with the $10 super chat says, Zach, I love PC building, your PC building so much. Can I get a PC? My parents can't afford one. Did you just give me $10 to ask for a free... Wait, what? Hold on, let me read that whole thing. With the $10 super chat. I love your PC building so much. Can I get a PC? My parents can't afford one. What? Dude, that... Come on, man. What are we doing? $10? Dude, that's a big super chat. What are we doing here? No, dude, I can't support that, man. Come on, man. That was $10 towards your PC. I appreciate it. Yeah, that's some scotch. Now we need a PC counter moderator. No, Not to take a job away from a human, but I'm tracking that one myself. We're good. $10 just to ask for a PC? Yeah, like that. I don't know if that's ever happened before, man. That's a lot of money to ask for a PC. I mean, you could have done it for free. There's people in my Instagram DMs that are at like day 1000 of asking for a PC. Got a long way to go, man. Please don't do that. Okay. I think we're good to start snipping some of these. Diesel Gaming with 300 Biddy says, I did tell you my specs about my new PC I built, but I don't know if you saw it. Hold on. I think I see it now. Oh, Diesel? 9950 X3D for my X870. Corsair 9000D, 32 gigs of RAM. Corsair 1200 watt power supply. Yeah, I mean, that's amazing, Diesel. What do you need from me? That's a fantastic PC. I don't know what your GPU is, but... What case is that? Is the Game Max Defender. It's $50. Brand new on Newegg. Testing it out. I don't think I've ever used this one before. I might have, but I don't think I did. I'm pretty sure I did not. These are you flexing on us? Yeah, he might be, man. Bonkers with the tier 1 sub. Dark Varen with the Twitch Prime. CDs with the 7-month. Thank you. Mason with the $2 super chat says, can I get a GPU? Dude, no. Oh my God, that's the same guy. He's up to $12. I'm starting to think it's rage bait, actually. $2 to ask for a GPU. Come on, man. That actually might be a flex. Yo, Zach, I made fan art of you. I don't know how to process that, man. Here's the deal. First off, it could just be AI. So it's like, whatever. Second off, if it was like from somebody else, I would be like, oh man, that's cool. I would love to check that out. But Vampy, you've been on my radar all night tonight. And I'm starting to lean towards I don't trust you. I could be wrong. I could be wrong, but like Vampy, I don't know, man. It's on Twitch Clips because there's no dedicated server for fan art. All right, guys, I don't know what to do about this. Mason just gave another $10 YouTube super chat and says, please, I'm spending all my parents' money and my Xbox broke. I think what we need to do, he's either just flexing or we need to actually ban him, right? Because like, I mean, if he's telling the truth, then we need to ban this person right away. He could just be flexing though. And it's like, if he wants to like, do your thing, man. Do your thing. I don't have a good read on it yet though. What do you guys think? Ban? Ban? It could just be a flex. Librarian with the $2 super chat says, read my super chat and another sip of whiskey. Guys, don't pay me to drink. That's not a good combination. Okay. All right. I'm starting to think we have to ban him because he just gave another $2. And he said, no, please, no. And he spelled please, PLZ. I'm starting to get a read on him. I'm starting to think that that's a ban, right? Yeah. nobody over the age of 25 spells please with a Z. Maybe 20. Nah, 25. Yeah, I'm thinking bam. All right, Mason. You got... Don't send a super chat. Send a normal message. You got one message. Again, not a super chat, just a normal message. I'll look for it. You got one shot at this, man. Explain to me why... I only want to ban you because if you're telling the truth and you're stealing your parents' money... Dude, I don't need that juju over here, man. I want to ban you for your own sake and your parents. You got one message to explain yourself of why we shouldn't ban you. Otherwise, the mods are going to ban you. Okay. You got one message left. If it's a super chat, it's an instant ban. It's got to be a normal... Oh, you banned him already? All right, we tried. Or I tried. All right, he's gone. Sorry, Mason. That's the end of that. I'll just not assume that money is coming. The $24. That one will probably not clear PayPal. That one's probably getting rerouted right back. Polar Builds with $5 super chat says send him an AMD stock cooler. No, you can't do that, man. You can't give in to people whining about giveaways no matter what. Because even if I give them a stock cooler, then everyone's going to know that it's possible to get something. I have never sent a random giveaway like that was unplanned, ever. If you ask me like for a free PC, or like if you get up to day 6,000 asking for a PC, you have zero shot. We just gotta... We have a firm no random giveaway policy here, man. The stream giveaways are the only things that we do. That's it. Unless if it's like a planned giveaway or something. Never random. Now, I'm not saying this policy works because it clearly doesn't get the job done, but we gotta stick to it. Diesel with the 300 bit, he says, my GPU is an AMD RX 9070 XT, but the Corsair 9000D is huge. Nice. Yeah, I mean, you have an amazing build, man. The 9000D, wow. Yeah, that is a big case. Can we get back to the Lego building, please? Yeah, I think that's a fantastic idea. Okay, here's what the cable management looks like after the motherboard is installed. I actually cleaned this all up. I mean, the PSU basement is a mess, but who cares? That's fine. Actually, I can clean it up a little bit more. We can pull some of this a little bit tighter just to make it a little neater and to add to the zip tie count. If any of you have been counting these zip ties, that's cheating. We'll do our guessing at the end. We don't count cards nor zip ties around here. That is definitely frowned upon. Yeah, we'll just clean this up a little bit. Add a couple more down here, but this is just the PSU basement, so like, who really cares? There's a reason it's in the basement? Exactly. Water? Alright, I'm officially regretting that one. That... I no longer blame you guys, I'm blaming myself. That was a bad call. Reaching out to the masses on that one. I mean, that might have been the worst hydration reminder I've ever seen in my entire life. That was atrocious. Once again, I'm literally getting redialed in here. Absolutely disgusting drink reminder right there. Okay. Let's get our power supply installed here, shall... Oh, that... Nope. Hold on, I got you. Yep. The dramatic zoom out. Yep. Alright. Check that out. There we go. We got the angle. get this power supply installed like so. I need some power supply screws. We'll use the ones that it came with right here. Is that how you correctly pick up a PSU? No. Are Velcro ties better than zip ties? You know, for a personal build, and especially if you haven't built a lot of PCs, I would actually say that Velcro is better. The one advantage to zip ties is that you can really crank them down, which is nice, because it makes it look a little bit neater, tighter, etc. But Velcro is obviously reusable. And if you haven't built a lot of PCs before, then you're probably going to mess up. And you'll need to uncable manage things and re-cable manage them. Uninstall components, reinstall components, etc. So, I mean, Velcro is good. I think for my situation, zip ties are just a little bit more convenient. I do like that I can really crank them down. But yeah, I mean, Velcro, there's some good value in using Velcro instead. Good question. All right, gonna plug in the 24 pin into the motherboard. That's right here. That's good. Now I'm going to plug in the 4+4 for the CPU. Got the cable. That's up here. Plug that in. And then while we're here, I will route the 6+2 for the GPU. We don't have a hole here for the power supply cable to run through. I really like when there's a hole here. That way the cable is only shown like right at the front. This case doesn't have that, so it's got to route all the way from the back. Just shows the cable a little bit more. Not a huge deal. But now that that is plugged in, now we can get back to cable managing. So I'm going to pull this 24 pin tight. I saved this line of zip tie down points for this bulky 24 pin instead of putting it like right on top of the other cables that we have. This way I can route it over here by this, and that'll go down parallel to this other bulk. That'll look nice, and it keeps the overall bulk in the back of the case now. Yep, we got to do SATA power as well. That's in the basement. We'll do that after this. I like that case. It was terrifying at first, but this case is not... I mean, I haven't even turned it on yet, though, so let's not jump to conclusions. But so far, it's actually not nearly as bad as I thought it would be. Grabbing the second handful of zip ties. Now, for this one, this has the double 4+4. So usually I try to find a spot for that 4+4 to go down like this. Kind of hide in there. I'm going to feed my... Sometimes it's a little tricky to get these zip ties in here. This is where zip ties come in handy a lot. Because on this side of the case, when you're cable managing with Velcro, it's really hard to crank these down. You just don't have a lot of room to crank down the Velcro. So it's easier to use zip tie. But if I mess this up, or if the zip tie breaks, then I got to do the whole thing over again, and then Velcro would have been great. But There we go. I almost cut myself on some type of sharp edge. I don't know where, but I almost did. And then I'll just do one more here at the bottom, just to keep that cable nice and tight going down the side here. You use some thick boy zip ties? Yeah, I'm kind of in a phase right now of using the thicker zip ties. Like the case, I mean, I still use the thin ones. The case came with a handful of the thin ones, but like, I'm not really seeing any, this is kind of like a revelation I've been having. I'm not really seeing any disadvantage of just using the thicker ones. So I've been kind of just, I've been doing some builds where that's all I use. I'm not like thinking about it a whole lot. But it is something that I have been doing a little bit differently lately. Okay. So now I'm going to try to bundle up as much of these extra, because this is a non-modular power supply. But I do need to connect that SATA power. So we need to make sure we have room there. I don't know if that's all gonna fit in the PSU basement. Yeah, we'll use one zip tie just to bundle this whole thing together. Crank that down. And we'll cut that one right away because we don't need that. And I'll start stuffing this. I don't know if this is all gonna fit. This probably won't actually. Into this hard drive cage. We could just remove the hard drive cage. I'm actually thinking, yeah, I think that might actually be better. I think it's just one screw. Let's just remove the hard drive cage completely. We're not going to be taking advantage of that. And then we'll plug in. Again, this is the SATA power that came included with the case. We need to plug that in so the case fans RGB and power just work. That's how they get their power. So now we got that bundle cables going down here like that. Not too bad. Start snipping these. You also risk the potential devastation of when you're clipping zip ties, if you accidentally clip a cable. That would be awful. I somehow have never done that in my life. I know at some point it will happen, probably on stream when I'm drinking scotch or getting terrible hydration reminders. One day that will probably happen and it'll be awful. Speaking of scotch, my ice has melted. This is going to be watered down scotch now. Probably not ideal. I've done that once and it was very sad. Sorry to hear that, I bet. Ugh. Yeah, that... Now we're at the point where it's not as enjoyable. Still decent, though. TD with the Twitch Prime sub. Mrs. Loth with the Twitch Prime. And Buka with the Twitch Prime. Thank you. If you were in Wisconsin, that ice wouldn't have melted. Oh, right. I forgot about that. Yeah. Maybe we should switch our move. Instead of Houston, maybe we go Wisconsin. All right, final step. Well, one of the final steps. We have our RTX 2060. Oh, nope. I gotta uninstall this first. Or at least slide that. That we paid $115 for. Used, of course. For a pretty solid deal. Over on Java. Which is absolutely perfect for a $500 gaming PC in 2026. Screw that in. Go to Washington State. It's better here. I don't know, man. What are the pros of Washington State? There we go. And now, can I hide this? No. So this has the, unfortunately, the very ugly double 6+2s. We don't need them. We only need one of them. So aesthetically, can't really see this, but I'm gonna zip tie these down. That way it's less. These I actually will use the thin zip ties for, just so we don't see them as badly. But I'm gonna zip tie them together. That way they're not, that extra connector isn't just flailing all over the place. Usually use 2 zip ties for it. I know you can't really see what I'm doing, but how finished is this build? Pretty close to finished. We're making good timing, but again, this is all used parts, so like we could be 3 hours away from this thing being done. You just never know when you have this many used parts. All right, GPU power cable is plugged in. Gonna pull that cable tight towards the back. And then, yeah, there's not much left I need to do for cable management. I don't even think there's an extra zip tie that I have to install. I mean, that's not bad, right? We'll do one more. We'll do one more to boost up those numbers. We'll combine this bundle over here. There we go. Make that look a little fancier. That's not bad. That is not bad. We got 11 seconds on an ad break. Or until now. All right. I'm gonna go take a quick bathroom break during that ad. When I get back, we'll turn this PC on, see if it works, see how it looks. We'll count the cable ties and we'll do all that. Don't go anywhere. Guys, who is giving the hydration reminders while I'm going? Oh my god. Okay, those were the worst. You guys just keep outdoing yourselves on terrible hydration. Like, I was literally upstairs. Come on, man. I mean, now I'll do it. These are awful. Some real geniuses. These are brutal, man. I don't think any one person is a... Bonkers had a good one. I don't know if Bonkers is still here. they had a really good hydration reminder. It was dialed in. Dude, I've said water like 5 times. Terrible timing. Dude, how does your business make a profit? I don't know in what context you're asking that. The cool thing about ZTT is we make a profit helping people in gaming PCs in a variety of ways. We get paid for content like this, showing people how to build custom PCs, YouTube videos, affiliate revenue, Twitch live streams, etc. We get paid from the affiliate links on the website for like the build guide templates and some of the tools and whatnot. We sell pre-builts, which we obviously make a profit on. So one of the best things about ZTT, which I'm actually very proud of, is we make a profit without trying to sway people's opinions. You know, if you want to build a PC, I got you. If you want to buy a PC, I got you there too. You know, we don't have to have a hidden agenda. I don't build $500 PCs to convince you to buy a $2,000 pre-built. You know, we can just show you the options and then you make the best choice for you. And that philosophy is how we make a profit. I think that's why we're doing pretty well, is because I don't need to sway people. How long did it take for your first flip PC to get sold? I don't remember my first one. I don't think I ever flipped a PC pre-ZTT. Maybe to friends and family, but no, I didn't start flipping until ZTT, and then at that point I had an unfair advantage. So, are you excited for Forza Ryzen 6? Absolutely. Oh my god, I can't wait for that. I mean, I'm not gonna enjoy the game, unfortunately. Like, it's gonna be amazing to drive around Japan. The graphics are gonna be sick. Like, it's gonna be a fun 10-hour game for me, most likely. But like, dude, Forza Horizon 6 is like the pinnacle of what I hate, or Forza Horizon 5 is like the pinnacle of what I hate about modern gaming. If I open up Forza Horizon 5 right now, there is going to be literally 100 notifications in like 16 different tabs. And within the first 5 hours, no, within the first like hour of playing Forza Horizon 6, I'm probably gonna have 1 million credits. I'm gonna have 16 different cars. You know, like, there's no progression anymore. You know, I miss the old school racing games, like the Need for Speeds, where like you have to drive around a Mustang or like a Golf GTR or whatever for like 20 races to get money to get the next car. You know, I don't like being bombarded with all these notifications and the battle passes and the ability to drive Ferraris within my first hour or two of playing. I just don't like that at all. You know, Forza Horizon 6 has better progression from what I've seen. I would love that. If that, yeah, I haven't done any research. I'm just assuming based off of Forza Horizon 5. Yeah, I mean, that would be great, man. I want to use a beater car for 20 races to earn money so I can get a slightly cooler car. I don't want to go anywhere near hypercars for the first like 50 hours. You know, I want to have progression. That's true. I miss Need for Speed Most Wanted. I love the grind. Yeah, I've been playing Need for Speed. And I've also been emulating Midnight Club. I've been definitely like feeling some arcade racing games on my ROG Ally. I can't do Forza Horizon 5 anymore. Okay, let's test this PC before I install the Should we just install the back panel? We're kind of copping out by doing a test run before I button it up. How confident are we feeling about this build? It might be the scotch, but I'm gonna button this thing up, man. I think we're good. I think we're good. We're not gonna have to go back in this back panel. I'm not gonna have to adjust anything. This PC is 100% good to go. I think we can all agree with that. We're not gonna have any sort of issue. I definitely did not forget to plug in an RGB connector or anything else. I mean, this PC is as dialed in gets. All right, that panel's on, and it is definitely not coming off. Because this PC, ladies and gentlemen, it's good to go. Dialed. Look at that, man. That is dialed in. Check this out. Oh, that. Oh, wow. That. Oh, that looks really good. Dialed in, man. That's a wrap. I don't see any error lights, but I don't know if this actually has error light diagnostics on it. Because usually you'll get like at least a white light. I don't see any sort of light on this motherboard. So I don't know if it's actually working or not. But dude, I think we're good, man. What RGB we feeling? Looks clean and mysterious with that purple light. What about RGB puke? No, we can't do that. Let's have some dignity for ourselves. Purple. Oh, I'm seeing a couple people say purple. Was that just because that was the first one? All right, we got red. Oh, wait. Dude, I'm not pressing the button. It's doing that on its own. I'm not pressing it. Why is it doing that? Oh, I've had this problem before. I think you gotta like double click it or something. There we go. Yeah, you get. Oh, wait, now it's fading. It's got like different modes. All right. Oh no, it's still dude. I'm not. How do I get out of this mode? Maybe hold it down. Okay, now they're off. There we... Dude, why is it doing that? I can't get it to stay on a static color. I've had this problem before with budget cases. Stay. No, it's not. Wait, is it? Nope. Come on. Manual time? We're so close. That was on red for a while. How do I switch it? I got it. All right. Just double clicking. Now I can scroll through. There's blue. Yellow. Yeah, we might stick with purple, man. That looks pretty good. This is our $509 gaming PC. Not too shabby, ladies and gentlemen. Ryzen 5 3600, 16 gigs of DDR4 clocked at 4,000 megahertz, 512 gig SSD, and a RTX 2060. I'm gonna make a YouTube video about this. We're gonna benchmark the heck out of this thing over the weekend and next week, and the video will go live. This is actually the very next YouTube video. So we'll be working on that starting tomorrow. Oh, right. Subtract the $9 for the free standoff. That's true. I could totally flip that standoff for $9. So this is technically a right on the money $500 bill. But yeah, I forgot. Yep. Will it be sold? Yeah, after we make the YouTube video. This will go on the April 1st monthly drop. And speaking of which, our March 1st monthly drop is on Sunday. This is a bigger one. We have, I think it's going to be seven PCs that we're selling on March 1st for the monthly drop. So if you're one of those types of people that scoops up our drops, this upcoming one is going to be one of the better ones. That's a lot of PCs. Yeah, I think 7, because I think we have 2 YouTube videos, 2 YouTube builds. We have 3 random builds, just like spare parts and whatnot that we're selling. And then I think we have 2 refurbished PCs from the pre-builds. I think it's at 7. I could be wrong, but I think it's going to be 7 on March 1st. That's a lot of PCs we're selling at a profit loss. I guess we'll finish the scotch, man. Zach, I'm being serious. There's a twist tie under there. There is actually one twist tie in this one. I purposely left it. I don't know if it's the same one you're referring to. There is a twist tie up at the front for the RGB cables of the fans that are daisy chained together. I actually purposely left that one on there because I didn't want to deal with it. It's way far away from the motherboard. We're not going to have a short problem. I did leave that one on, though. I hope that's the one you're talking about. No, there actually is a twist tie. I left it in there. It's okay, though, because it's nowhere near the motherboard. He might be trolling like normal, but he is right this time. Thanks for the content. I learned a lot and helped pick out the parts for my PC. Nice, man. Yes, I'm trolling. I was not trolling. I did leave one there. Not under there, but in there. Ender with Twitch Prime. Sir Good with Twitch Prime. Jones. Dan. Leg. Clyde. T. Damick. All with Twitch Prime subs. Thank you. Mr. Chief with the YouTube Super Chat says, what's your opinion on the Lee & Lee PC cases? I mean, there's a wide range of Lee & Lee PC cases. I think in general, they're pretty good. They're one of the better case brands. Lee & Lee currently makes my actual favorite case on the market right now, which is the brand new V100R Mini. It's not the best case, but it's my favorite one because of the value at $65. Absolutely insane. The V100R Mini. It is crazy. It's legit my favorite case right now. Northern Lights with the 5 tier 1 gifted subs. Thank you very much, Northern Lights. Appreciate that. My favorite too. Yeah, it's a good one. It's sold out. Exactly. Well, it's sold out on Amazon and Newegg, but it was available on Best Buy the other day. Lee & Lee V100R Mini. It was sneakily available on Best Buy. It still is available on Best Buy. I could ship it here. Oh, March 9th. Oh, that's a little delayed though. But you can buy it on Best Buy right now for 65 bucks. I scooped that Lee & Lee case. Nice. Yeah, it's so good. It's the best valued case in my opinion. I can't even think of a contender. It's just so good for $65. You motivated me tonight building my 5500 and 2060. Nice. Very nice. Caffeinated Vapor with another 5 tier 1 gifted subs. Thank you very much. Up to 15. Oh, wait. I think it was more. Thank you very much, Caffeinated Vapor. It's in stock on Amazon? Is it really? That's not good for you guys, because if it's in stock on Amazon, I'm buying a ton of them. Sorry. Oh my god, it is. No order quantity limit? Dude, yeah. All right. Guys, I'll give you the warning, but I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna buy a lot of them. Sorry. I really want them for the pre-builts. I'll gladly pay retail for the pre-builts. I'm letting you know, if you guys wanted the V100R, buy them now. I'll tell my guy to buy it tomorrow. We'll wait till tomorrow. Oh my god. Dude, I've been waiting for this for a while. It says I can buy 50 of them, and they get here by March 2nd. That's crazy. Oh, I can't buy 100 though. How many can I buy? Oh, I think 50 is the limit. Yeah. Yeah. Buy him now, man. Buy him now. I'm gonna feel bad if you guys try to get them afterwards. Cause I don't think that they have a lot of they have a lot of inventory. I really want them for our pre-builts. We have an upcoming new build that we're working on. That would be a perfect case for it. We could do like a limited edition 50 run of them. Buy them, then I'll buy the build. I like that teamwork. That's not bad. Yeah. I'll probably send out maybe an IG story or something. Tell your friends that the V100R minis are in stock, man. This is the first time I've seen them in stock on Amazon. First time ever. That's crazy. Drink photos? We can do them real quick. I like to save the drink photos for the giveaway announcement streams. We can do them real quick. I've seen a couple people request the drink photos. Oh my god. Yeah, you guys posted a lot. Wow. All right, real quick. This is what the people are sipping on. We got some oh, there it is. There's that thermal right. Oh wait, you guys. Wow, that's a perfectly positioned picture of my build. But we'll put the camera back on me real quick. Got some sparkling ice with that thermal rate AIO that we were talking about earlier. Got some water. Don't forget to drink water, lads. Dude, I don't know what that is. All right, straight from the filtered source. Got some lemonade, some Pepsi, and that looks like something fun. Ooh. And an Xbox 360 OG controller right here. Okay. Oh wow, that's the real deal too. Oh, I like that a lot. Got some old-fashioned cocktail that I bet tastes amazing. Collection of water. First ever build, very nice. Oh, let's go. The V100R Mini. 9060 XT? Dude, if that's a 5800 XT, oh my god. I mean, it's a great build regardless, but like, if this is a 5800 XT, this is pure meta right here. And the Peerless Assassin, oh my god. This is the definition of a meta build. Very nice. Shauner's sipping on a fat tire. Got some Joe's Classic Lemonade. Some type of German lager? Wow. Possibly fancy. Possibly Coke Zero. Alright. And then there's somebody to ruin the fun. Oh, we got some more. LaCroix. Okay. Canada Dry. Some Dutch Bros. Very nice. Okay. Oh, we were in an ad for some of that. Sorry, guys. I tried. 5800 XT and 9060 XT was my first big boy build. Nice. That is a big boy build. Good morning from India. Good morning. Been a good thirsty Thursday. That went I honestly didn't think we would have any problems with that. So that one went according to plan. I thought that was going to be a pretty easy one. You can tell as a little cheat at the beginning of the streams, the more I yap at the beginning of a stream, the more confident I am that the PC is going to go smoothly. The PC builds where I start like 20 to 30 minutes in, that's when you know it's like, okay, he's worried. He needs extra time on this one. The CPU didn't get installed today. I think we were at like an hour and 10 minutes into the stream. That's wild. I was confident that this one would be quicker. Hydrate, that's a good call. I think I'm out though. Well, I got a little bit left. I'm out, man. I would say overall it was definitely worth it. We had some like scary bad hydration reminders, absolutely awful. But as a team, as a collective, we at least consumed another like what, 24 ounces of water and electrolytes. So I mean, the mission got done. But I would say some of you exposed yourselves pretty poorly, and it appears that I'm gonna have to look elsewhere to find a dedicated hydration monitor, because honestly, nobody stuck out in a good way on this one. Oh no, I just spilled the Johnny, or I didn't spill, but I knocked over the Johnny Walker. All right, that's good. Do you have plans to go back to meta anytime soon? No. I think next, Zach's gonna come to Houston. That'll probably happen before I go back to meta. At least hopefully. It's not a far... I don't even know. Like, would you... No, you would probably still fly. It'd be a long road trip. No, Zach's gotta come to meta, or Zach's gotta come to ZTT. Whenever we move to Houston. Same with the greatest technician. Yeah, one day, man. One day, without a doubt. We'll have... hopefully we do it before we're all washed. But one day we'll have me, Zach, and Andy together. That'll, like, for a thirsty Thursday. That would be ideal. I'll try to make it happen, man. When's your next stream? Not for a bit. We are definitely not streaming next week. I'm gonna be back in Houston next week, so not next week. Yeah, it'll probably be it might be the following Tuesday. I'm not sure. That's why I streamed twice this week. Just because I knew I wasn't going to be able to stream next week. Yeah, sorry. When do you plan to actually move? Do you know? I do know. That's not something that I want to tell the internet, though. Yeah, no, we know when we're going to move. We are, we're still hunting for an office building. The ZTT business is going to move as soon as we can. But the process of finding an office building that works for us has been taking a long time. But I know when I'm personally going to move. The fans in the back are mesmerizing. That's because they're dialed in right now. Zach wants the MicroCenter ASAP. How many employees are going with you? 4. So it'll be me, my wife Diana, and 4 people that are making the move. Some are going to stay remote, and One person is already in Houston, actually. So, and then we're gonna hire people as soon as we get there. We're gonna hire specifically PC builders as soon as we get there. Wait, is that 2? No, that's not what I said, man. Me, Diana, and 4 employees. Math is tough, though. It's okay. You should do remote PC builders. Dude, there is a lot of people that think that that's possible. A lot. Dude, I get emails on the daily asking to be a remote, either a remote PC builder or a remote benchmarker. When will the next collab be? Probably not anytime soon. I gotta focus on this move, man. The move is taking up all of my attention right now. If I relocate, is it possible to apply? No, not right away. If people want to relocate to work at ZTT, that will be an option one day, but like not right this second. As soon as we get there, we're going to be looking for people that can start immediately that live in Houston. Fish and Gigs with the 7-month says build is clean. Thank you. Appreciate that. Daniel with the $7 YouTube super chat says just converted both my builds to full Noctua. Financially ruined. Love you for introducing me to this hobby. Not quite price to performance though. Price to performance is only the second most important value metric. Remember, smiles per dollar. That's the real metric, man. If you want a fully kitted out Noctua build, smiles per dollar value, man. You still got that going for you. Team 77 with Twitch Prime sub. MK also with Twitch Prime sub. Appreciate that. Still going to the F1 race? I hope so, man. I hope so. The purple is so nice. Yeah, you guys love the purple. I don't know why. I mean, purple's a good color. I'm usually pro purple. I thought the other colors looked just as good on this case, though. When's the new giveaway date? I don't know yet. I would guess more than likely it is 2 weeks from today. There is a small chance it's 3. I'm in like a very weird, unstructured phase right now because of all this moving stuff going on. There's some things that like I just got to see how things play out, you know. I don't know how many times I got to go back and forth to Houston and stuff like that. Like it's a long process, man. So my structure is not there right now, but more than likely it'll be 2 or 3 weeks from today. That's the best I can do. Can we get a live stream of you putting your new office together? Not a live stream, but we'll do a video or two. We'll do like a short form, probably multiple short form videos. Thank you so much for everything you've taught me in the last week about PCs. You're welcome, man. Thank you for watching. Time lapse, yeah. One of the offices that we're pursuing right now is in rough shape. Right now, it's like a fixer-upper. If that's the one that we actually end up going with, that'll make for some really good content. Because right now, the office does not look good. It has a great foundation, a good starting point to the new ZTT HQ. But right this second, it looks a little rough. That would make for a very good transition or transformation video. What do you do if you only have 1 stick of RAM, 16 gigs? I can't find another one. I mean, 1 stick works. You'll be limited in performance. I would do your best to find another stick whenever you can, but it's not the end of the world. If you're at one, it will work. But you are leaving performance on the table. Old versus new office tour? Yeah. Yeah, we could do something like that. I'm really going to be concentrating on the aesthetics of the new office. Like, our office right now is just like... It's so, like, piecemealed together. We're in a huge office building with other businesses, and you can rent individual offices. And I started off years ago with just one office for myself. But we've just, like, slowly taken over, like, half the building. But it's in, like, multiple spots around the building and whatnot. It's not, like, one cohesive unit. So, like, the office tour just isn't that good where we're at now. The next one will be good, but this one is, like... it's not great. Two 16 gigs of DDR4 or one 16 gig stick of DDR5? That's not the question to ask. Don't base it off of that. It's all about your CPU. Your CPU can only do one or the other. Well, I guess unless if you're on Intel 12th to 14th gen. But then it's about your motherboard. Don't build your PC based off of that. Choose your CPU, GPU, and your budget, and then that build will either be a DDR4 system or a DDR5 system. Do you have good candidates for the new building? Yeah. Yeah, we do. I mean, we're in negotiations with multiple buildings right now. But I wish I could explain farther, but I will bore you guys to death on just how painfully boring setting up a long-term, like, office lease is. It's not like renting a house or an apartment where you just, like, sign, like, one document and move in the next day. With building leases, I mean, they have to do their due diligence, you know? Like, we submit, like, financial, like, profit loss statements and stuff like that. Because they need to vet to have confidence that we'll pay and not break our 3, 5, 7-year lease. You know, most buildings are not configured in a way that you need them to be. Like, we need our entire building to be air conditioned in Houston. I can't have people working in a non-air conditioned warehouse in Houston, Texas, where the heat and humidity are awful, or electronics. You know, I need a very specific amount of office space in addition to the warehouse for filming. I want a gym. I need a shower. You know, it's just all sorts of these little details that there is no perfect spot for us right now. One of the spots that we're negotiating on now used to be a CrossFit gym, which is actually awesome. It's got, like, a few offices in the front. It has a banger. It has 2 sets. It has male and female shower rooms, where each shower room or each bathroom has 3 different showers. So it has 6 total showers, which is overkill, but it's crazy. The bathrooms are beautiful. And then it has this huge open warehouse. So we need to make some config changes to the floor plan and whatnot. Add some walls and some offices and whatnot, but that one I'm excited about, but it just takes forever, man. You gotta have your real estate agent, or not real estate, but your leasing agent, talk to their people, go back and forth, try not to overspend. You know, at the end of the day, I don't want to get overly ambitious and get an office space that I'm gonna regret, you know, too big or even too small. There's just a lot of things that go into it, man. I'm already sick of it. One of my entrepreneurial friends back in November said, Because I was going to wait until like March to start my search. And it was back in November. And he's like, no, dude, you need to start right this second. He's like, this process sucks. And I'm glad he gave me that advice, because we've been hunting since November and still don't have a spot. So that was fantastic advice. Is Texas more business friendly than PA? Well, statewide, probably. I mean, not having state income tax, that can be huge. Other than that, I mean, there's not many differences that really affect me. But like Houston compared to Pittsburgh, there's a big difference. Houston is like all about expansion. Like there's so many new businesses, and like it's a good spot for starting a business. I really like that aspect of Houston. Pittsburgh is like very old, and like if I wanted the building that I want here in Pittsburgh, that would involve completely demolishing an ancient building and then completely rebuilding from scratch, because Pittsburgh is just a very old city. So yeah, I mean, it's good for us. What style of cowboy hat are you gonna go with? Good question, man. The Houston Rodeo is next week, right? We're gonna be in town for the Houston Rodeo. I might need to get one, man. Right? I think it's next week, yeah. The Houston Rodeo starts March 2nd. I might need a cowboy hat, man. Barbecue cook-off already starting soon. I'm excited for some barbecue down there, man. I had some really good barbecue in Houston last week. It was fantastic. Had some brisket. We went to Buc-ee's last week, and I finally tried the brisket sandwich from Buc-ee's. Oh my god. Insane for a gas station sandwich. Just like being able to buy a really high quality brisket sandwich. Wild. I've never tried brisket. Is it good? I mean, it's one of my favorite foods. Is ETT cowboy hats? I don't want to sell something I'm not an expert in, or at least have a good foundational knowledge. I know nothing about cowboy hats, man. I'm gonna make sure that I can actually offer value for the things I'm selling. Good websites to find PC. My budget's $550. I would build a custom PC at $550. Steak or brisket? Steak, but I love both. I mean, steak is probably my favorite food. Well, other than cookie dough. It's probably cookie dough, then steak. Honestly, brisket might be number 3. What else is there? Oh, I mean, like red velvet cake is up there. Pineapple upside down cake, that's also up there. But yeah, I mean, brisket's definitely top 5. All are goated, yeah. Lick slips. Dude, I was getting fired up thinking about that, man. You sound Texan already. Red velvet cake with cream cheese frosting is so good. Oh my god. That's the best. Apple pie? Apple pie is good. It's not like top 10, but I mean, it's good. Do you plan on streaming way earlier in the future for your European and other region viewers? At some point. Not here. In Houston, yeah. We got a couple guys at the office that have been in videos already that would do a good job streaming with me during the day. I think that'd be fun. Stream with one of them during the day. Maybe just watch them build a PC while I yap. That might be a good combo. Yeah, we'll do that one day. What's an underrated GPU in your opinion? Underrated GPU. The 8 gig 9060 XT, for sure. I mean, we always talk about the 16 gig 9060 XT, and that card is amazing, especially for 1440p. Usually when a card offers both an 8 gig and a 16 gig version, we just default to hating the 8 gig card, and that's valid to a degree. But that 8 gig 9060 XT kind of wiped off the B580. You know, the B580 was such a dominant price to performance card, and it still has the VRAM advantage of 12 versus 8, but the 8 gig 9060 XT beats the B580 in almost every game. That's an underrated card for sure. What's the best low profile GPU? I think the best is a 5060 right now, right? Gaming GPU. I think 5060 is as good as it gets right now. I don't think there's anything better than a low profile 5060. Correct? Yeah. Yeah, I think that's it. Ask ETA Prime. He sent me a message about a different low profile card. I think he said the B60, right? The Intel B60 Pro, I think it was. He's like, you got to use this card, man. Yeah, he's the perfect person for knowing that. I'm pretty sure the best gaming GPU low profile, though, is the 5060. What case is that? This is the Game Max Defender. It's 50 bucks on Newegg. What's your dream country to travel to? I don't think I have one. I just need a beach, man. I'm a beach guy. Fancy beaches, I mean, they're nice, but like, I just need a beach. Japan? Yeah, I mean, I want to go back to Japan, but I lived in Japan, so that's not like my dream spot anymore. Yeah, I don't have one specific place that I want to go to. I just want to be at a beach for a good amount of time in my life. You should come to New Zealand. We have mountains and beaches. I mean, that actually sounds amazing. I would love that. Yeah, I mean, getting both, like both environments, that sounds great. Should we give that much priority to upgradability? I mean, like, future-proofing and upgradability of a gaming PC was super... Well, I mean, what I'm about to say is debatable, but it was super important pre-shortages and price hikes of RAM, SSDs, and GPUs. But, like, right now in 2026... Right now in 2026, it's like, just do the best that you can with the money you got. You know, if you have to make a future-proofing sacrifice, like going with an AM4 5800 XT, I think it's way more important than future-proofing. If you build a brand new AM4 system with the 5800 XT, you have no upgrade path. Your only option is like a 5800 X3D, and that would be insanely expensive and not a realistic upgrade. So you would be building a brand new PC with no upgrade room. But I think that's fine right now, man. I think it's fine. We gotta do what we gotta do during all these shortages. Nilo with the $10 donation. Thank you very much, man. Appreciate that. Should I switch my case to a Fractal Terra? I mean, I like the Fractal Terra, man. I really like the Terra. If you want a small form factor, expensive case, I still really like that. It's good. We still sell a Terra build. Our Terra builds, we have them listed as our workstation PCs on zttbuilds.com. Like, I gotta imagine that a lot of people don't even like make their way down here on the website. Like, we have our gaming PCs, we have our limited edition pre-builds, and then at the bottom we have workstations. And this Terra build, even with the price increases and, you know, the not amazing price to performance value because it is ITX and it is 2026, every time we restock that thing, man, it sells instantly. The Terra's that's a fun case. That's a really fun case. One of the guys at the office can build that PC in like 45 minutes. He crushes it. He always talks about how it's a nice smooth build. What website did you say for my budget? The $550 PC? If you have $550, I would build your own PC. I would not buy. It's just in last year, I would have told you to go to Jawa. This year, build. Build, man. $550 is just not... It's unfortunately not a lot of money when it comes to gaming PCs because of how bad the prices are. I would definitely build at that price range yourself. Unless if you find like a crazy once-in-a-lifetime deal, but for 99% of people, just build. Learn how to build. I wouldn't even consider a pre-built in 2026 until like probably at least 800 or so. It all depends on location and everything. $900 minimum. Are your kids excited for the move? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, they're excited to be with family. They love their cousins and whatnot, which is going to be awesome. We have a ton of family in Houston, which is why we're moving there. So they're really excited about that. They're excited, particularly right now, to... I mean, they like the snow, but we're all like kind of sick of the cold. So they're excited for that. Yeah, they're excited. There's something about my house that they're super excited about, but I'll tell you guys that later. Will my 8-year-old laptop blow up if I try to play Siege and Elden Ring? I don't know, man. An 8-year-old laptop could have been bad 8 years ago, or it could have been a banger. Who knows? What's your opinion on the Ajaz AK820 Pro? I have it. It's a good keyboard, except the drivers. I don't know how many of you guys have an Ajaz keyboard. Their driver solution is... There is no possible way that it gets worse than Ajaz. Oh my god. Dude, I could complain about this all day, man. Ajaz keyboard drivers are horrible. They have like 100 different models of keyboards, and you need the one specific driver for your keyboard. Like, they don't just have Ajaz software where it just automatically detects any keyboard. And like, there are so many like minor detailed differences between the keyboards, and if you get the wrong driver, it doesn't work. I downloaded like 8 drivers just to find the right one. It was a horrible experience. Horrible. But I did like the physical keyboard. It was solid. What are your thoughts on the Linus Tech House? I watched the video. I'm trying to jog my memory. I don't really remember what happened. Yeah, I mean, they just have one video, like, talking about what they want to do with it, right? I don't really have an opinion about it. I liked his 3D printing video. I know he caught some heat with his 3D printing video a couple days ago. I thought it was an entertaining watch, but I think he's catching a little bit of heat for that one. Top Gear Tim with the $10 super chat says, love hanging out in your streams. Question: how would you say a PC with a 9950X3D and a 5080, how much does it cost or worth? Curious if I actually got as good of a deal as I thought. I mean, I can't give you a good number without knowing the rest of the parts, man. A 9950X3D and 5080 build can cost $2,500 to $7,000. I mean, it depends what else is in there, man. I can't give you the number just off of that. I know you had issues with Dark Flash. Have you ever thought of building in the DY 470? We're selling a I think we're selling a monthly drop with the DY 470. We didn't like that one either. Yeah, we had some issues with Dark Flash. I'm not like completely anti Dark Flash, but we tried to set a couple sponsorships up with them, and we were not happy with any of the products. We're actually selling one of the builds this weekend. Yeah, I didn't go through with any of those sponsorships. I don't have anything against Dark Flash. I like some of their power supplies, and I've used their cases over the years and whatnot. It's just the few products that they tried to send us for a sponsorship, we didn't like any of them. So it just didn't work out. I don't have an urge to use their products again, but I will at some point. Did they ever fix the floating case? I mean, they said they were going to. I didn't follow up or anything. How many more Pice PSUs do you have? I think 8. We got 8 left. Sorry, couple more months. But I mean, if they're still $40 by the time I run out, I'm gonna buy another few. No, I mean, nothing beats it. There is no tier C power supply brand new at 650 watts for $40. It just doesn't exist. Tika with a $5 super chat says, yo, is $2,000 overpriced for an all-white 7600 X3D, 9060 XT, 16 gig, and 32 gigs of DDR5? It sucks that the answer is no. As long as it's a competent build and you have like good parts in there, like quality motherboard, case, SSD, and whatnot, no, it's not. 6 months ago, yeah, that's an insane price. Not right now, man. Unfortunately, no. Fortunately for you. But for our PC building market, unfortunately, that is not overpriced. Meta PCs, can you donate me an RX 580? ZTT doesn't respond. What? Where do you think it... Oh, I had to scroll up. Dude, that was a while ago. My bad. Meta PCs was in the YouTube chat, man. I don't know if they're still here. That was a while ago. Sorry. I just saw it. I wonder who it is. Who do you guys think, like, if Meta PCs on YouTube comes into the chat? I mean, dude, that could be a lot of different people. Who would it be? Zach ignoring Zach? I don't know who it is. Dude, I think they're gone, man. I lost my shot. Jared, could be Jared. Hey, man. Yeah, you don't know, man. Oh, they're here, just lurking. Dude, we need some details, man. Is this Zach himself? With the weird spelled name? It could be anybody, man. I feel like there's several people that have access to that Meta PC's YouTube account, man. Hydration reminder? Dude, we're out of water, man. The job is done. Mission complete, we're good. Probably Meta. Yeah. Meta PC says, this is a fun game. I'll translate over to the Twitch chat. I got you guys. I think it's Zach. Someone said, what's up, Zach? Yeah. No. Zach's a busy dude, man. It's 10:45 on a Thursday. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. What operating system are you on right now, Meta PCs? That might help us narrow it down a little bit. Can Meta PC win the giveaway? Yeah, they can win, man. I think it's somewhere in the fine print that if they win, they have to give me a giveaway PC. It's in there. Meta PCs is the Hey Man YouTube short video? Yes, that is Meta PCs. Well, you could consider me the Hey Man guy at this point. I have a Hey Man video under my belt. So technically, I am a Zach that does Hey Man videos. Or did a Hey Man video. I'm just saying. Windows 11? Okay. I bet it's Zach, man. Imposter? No, dude, we got the check over there. That's the real deal. I think it's Zach in the chat. I think we have an actual celeb in the house right now. I can feel it. The Hey Man group? Zach is Zach, but Zach also isn't Zach. There's several ways to spell Zach, but only one of them are correct. Yes. Top Gear Tim with the $10 super chat says, sent the specs in a previous dono. Keep up the great work, brother. Oh, there it is. 64 gigs of DDR5, 6000 megahertz, Zotac 5080, 9950 X3D. Knock to a Chromax cooler, Lean 1000 watt. 4 terabyte Samsung 990 Evo Plus. Yeah, I mean, that's a obviously multi-$1,000 PC. I have no idea how much that should be priced at, though. That's not in my territory, to be honest. I don't know. People that buy those types of PCs probably aren't like super worried that they overpaid for them. You just want the best of the best. ZACH is the best spelling? Yeah, I mean, that's a given. What's your dream car? I don't have a dream car, like a specific car. I have a dream... I don't know how to describe it. Like, I don't know. I just want a Batmobile. I want like a low to the ground, all black, all blacked out rims and everything. Some type of Batmobile. Not particular to any one model for my dream car. What's your current car? Well, I mean, that might explain why I just said that. Because right now, I have a lifted F-150 that sits exactly 6 foot 10 inches off the ground. That probably has a little bit to deal with why my dream car is like a very low 2 foot tall, like black Lamborghini or something. Because currently I am sitting extremely high up. F-150, cute. That's either an F2 or 350 owner, or Dodge. Definitely Dodge. Lifted trucks aren't my thing. I lived in Arkansas. You guys got to follow the storyline here. My first duty station in the Air Force. Well, yeah, Dodge C. Dude, I saw that coming a mile away. That is definitely something a Dodge owner would say. Anyway, I was 2 years living in Tokyo, you know, like in the city, taking the train everywhere, you know, and our next base was in Arkansas. We went from Tokyo to Arkansas. So like, that was my lifted truck era, you know, that was my arc for 3 years. Dude, we bought a boat. I had a little bass fishing boat. We whip around the lifted F1. Dude, I would go mudding in the F-150. That was I had to fit in. You know, I had to fit in with my environment over there. Got a jet. Have a good rest of the stream, sir. Thank you as well, Zach, or whoever that is. Got a jet. Who would say got a jet? That's a Zach thing. That's a Zach thing. I can see him saying that. Zach streaming lawn tonight? Yeah, I should probably go. Jarrett? You think Jarrett would say that? Got a jet? That's a Zach thing. Good night, legend. Oh, I know Zach definitely calls everybody legend. Yeah, that's definitely him. Yeah, I'm gonna get going too. 11:50, man. That's a long stream. Palm with the 3-month tier 1 resub. Thank you. Thank God with the Twitch Prime. Brando with the 3-month. Suedo Bardo with the Twitch Prime. Blocky with the 3-month. Thank you guys very much. Appreciate that. It's Jared saying Zach things. Oh, dude, that's true too, man. That's true too. That definitely could be it. All right, I'm gonna get going, guys. Thank you guys very much for tuning in to tonight's episode of Thirsty Thursday. If you tuned in for Tuesday as well, appreciate your viewership on both live streams. Again, this March 5th Gaming PC giveaway, we are postponing at least 1 week, maybe 2 additional weeks. I'm not entirely sure yet with this whole Houston stuff going on. I'll keep you guys updated as soon as I can. But you guys are still earning points towards our giveaway. So make sure you turn on the notifications for the stream or join the Discord server. We have a stream schedule section in the Discord. And whenever I know that I'm going to stream, that's where I post in there. That way you get the heads up, can earn all the points, etc. Vampy says I finished the fan art. All right, Vampy. Send it over. We'll take a quick... Dude, this is risky, but we'll take a quick peek at it before I end this live stream. Vampy has been talking about the fan art. I want to see this. Send me a... What's the best way to do this? Send me a... Are you on Discord, Vampy? Dub stream today? Thank you, man. Thank you for being here. Vampy, can you send it to me on Discord in a DM? Yep. All right. Send it over. We'll check it out. But I do also want to give a shout out to the mods. Thank you guys very much for keeping the chat locked down tonight. Really appreciate it. Yeah, this was a fun stream, man. Smooth. We had some scut. Do we need more data? I mean, I didn't even finish it, but it's the whiskey, man. It just, the build goes super smoothly with the whiskey. It's unfortunate. That's the way things are, though. We have the data. It's confirmed. All right, let's see this, man. Let's see what we got. All right, send it over, man. I just got a message that says, yo. scotch and didn't even finish it. I know, man. I'm slacking. I got one more day to lift this week tomorrow. I got push day tomorrow. I gotta make sure that my body's not filled with alcohol. I've been lifting 5 days straight, Monday through Friday, and then just taking the weekend off, which I never lift that much in a row. By Thursday and Friday, dude, I've been hurting. So we gotta chill it with the scotch a little bit. What $40 PSU were you talking about? The Raid Max Cobra 650 watt. It's on Newegg for 40 bucks. Oh, I'm on the wrong page. My bad. There it is. There it is, man. All right. Can I share? Oh, can I share this? Can I share this with everybody? Definitely should ask for permission before I do that. Let us see. Hell yeah. All right, man. There you go. That's what Vampy's been working on all night, as far as I know. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you, Vampy. The fan art is significantly better than your hydration reminders. Your hydration reminders were absolutely terrible today, but you redeemed yourself with the fan art. Yeah, so stick to I don't know if that's your day job, but stick to that, man. Significantly better. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. It looks good, man. Looks like you're getting some good feedback in here too. I would have liked some additional veins next time. Maybe a little boost in the muscles, but other than that, man, that's fine. It looks good, man. It looks good. Thank you. I appreciate that. All right, guys. I'm going to call it. Thank you guys very much for tuning in. Thirsty Thursday. Shout out to Vampy. Vampy was here start to finish, by the way. From the very beginning of the stream all the way. Appreciate that, man. Yeah, just more veins next time. But then we'll be good. All right, guys. I'll see you guys later. Have a good weekend. I'll see you whenever I can. I don't know when the next stream is going to be. But have a good weekend, guys. See ya. Monthly drop is on Sunday. See ya. Thank you, Nello. Dude, I already like stopped the cameras and everything, but thankfully I still got that one on. Nello, thank you very much for this 5 tier 1 gifted subs, man. That's big time. All right, now I'm actually leaving.